What's up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all know I almost forgot to put the thing up. I looked down at the screen. You know what? Sometimes it automatically goes up, okay? And then other days it doesn't. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why StreamYard have all of these glitches. All right. So don't think it's me. I'm actually thinking it'll pop up and it doesn't, it don't be there. Okay. But anyway, happy and blessed Thursday. It is April the 17th, 2025. 11:04 a.m. out here on the West Coast. I was trying to do this live as soon as I found out, guys. But of course, I had something to do first, and we had to get the live situated. So we just won't be getting up here, putting up anything. And also, I had made some comments in a certain area of social media, and then people were replying back. Some liked it, and then you had the races, and I had to get on their ass. Okay. And so I'm laughing about it because people know they get teed off over the most craziest things. I mean, why can't people be fair? Just be fair. And as you see in the title, Karmelo Anthony's family spoke out. All right. And I'm glad they did. I said they should. And obviously, their lawyers thought it would be a good idea as well. Okay. And then guess who was there and got escorted out? I can't believe this can't get any tripped out, more tripped out. So, the question is, guys, why is racism a big matter in the Karmelo Anthony's case in Diddy's? What's going on, you guys? I thought we were like trying to get away from all this racism, separation, this craziness. But I see we are basically in the same shape. And it's a damn shame. I just told somebody a few minutes ago, how about they run in the next election? And then maybe you can make America great for real. Because if you cannot make it fair for everyone, okay, regardless of their race, gender, sexual orientation, and etc., you certainly won't make America great again. And neither is you guys' beloved president. Okay? All right. But anyway, welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who's watching us in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. He said, like, share, and subscribe. Support via Cash App at $ShadeStube, or drop a super chat or a sticker, or do a $4.99 membership. Okay, let's keep that energy high. Okay, you said it was never great. That's why I said what I said, because it was never great. That's why I was telling her, how about she get up there and run in the next election and make it great for real? Okay, great for real, because it never was great, not for us anyway, and other minorities. And I actually included all that. I'm not just talking about Black people, okay? I'm talking about any minority, including homeless people, because they treat them like shit too, guys. All right, of all colors. All right. So it is what it is. I'm not just representing Black people. I'm representing anyone who has dealt with this type of shit, even if you are white and they have done this to you. It's not right, you guys. It's not right at all. I don't know why you guys think this is right. Just like the way people are tripping on this case, it's not right. And I don't care what you guys are talking about, because it's not right. Now, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer will be in my comment area. It is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that little navy blue screen right there, okay? Oh my God, that was a lot. All right, so Jermaine already did this, guys. All I will do is just flash this up here, okay? And I definitely did not get a chance to change this yet, but hopefully today I will get a chance to change all of this. Y'all make sure y'all share and leave a comment. I'll try to keep it tamed. All right. If this other little boy life wouldn't have been lost, I would be really laughing, because this whole entire thing is a hot ass mess. Okay. And then when you say what is right according to what you think, people think, well, I don't know, maybe they are happy. Some people are happy, but they think that I'm happy that that boy got out alive. I'm not happy he got out alive. Let me just put that out there. It's a shame that he lost his life. But again, I must stress to parents, you need to teach your children, when someone tells them to leave them alone or warns them, you guys need to tell your children to stop. All right. If someone is doing something that you don't like, or somewhere that you don't think they should be, go tell the proper authority. All right. That's it. I don't understand why this little boy thought he could take this into his hands. All right. I just don't. And other people too. And I don't believe that entire story. I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care. I don't believe that entire story that they're putting out there. I know it's added information. I know this kid did not just grab a knife like some people try to paint on social media and just stab this kid. I don't believe that. I believe that they were doing stuff to him. Bullying, that's what you call it. Okay. Now, anybody can feel free. Let me go ahead and do some advice, but let me warn you straight up, okay? Because Shades 2 don't really play over here. So if you come up here and you start talking stupid, you can state what you feel. If you are for Austin, then you are. If you think something is Karmelo shouldn't have had stabbed him, then that's what you think, and you can come up here and you can voice that. But don't get up here calling people the N word, the H word, the C word. Y'all know what those initials stand for. HONKEY. Okay, CRACKERI. I mean R. What's the other one? NIGGER. Don't get up here. Ape and things like that. Don't monkey. Don't get up here doing that, because Shades 2 will tell you off, and then you will be blocked on everything. Okay, Jermaine. So stay on your job, Jermaine. Oh my God. Let me start off this live, guys, with saying to you guys, I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday considering this foolishness, okay? Because mine's just started, and I hope it is, a great Thursday. I'm thinking it will be. All right, so I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. If you are at work, you guys, make sure you continue to do your job, but watch me on the down low, if you are at home or whatever, make sure you're checking me out. Get you something to eat, something to drink, and a relaxing seat, and get ready to check out this explosive live. All right. Let's go ahead and start off. Let me first start off by turning this music all the way down. Okay. And we're going to start off by watching Jeffrey Metcalf get escorted out of the conference. Okay. That's what we're going to watch first. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Okay, let me stop this right here. Okay, guys. I know y'all are getting ready to disagree with me, and I don't care. Okay. You can feel free to do that. Okay, but the thing is, I actually think they should have let him talk. Okay. I really do. Because I want him to ask them questions, and I really want them to answer it without incriminating their son, in like a lawyer type of way. Honestly, they should have just let the lawyer answer the questions, and then they could have escorted him out. Because the thing is, I want to know why how does he feel? No, why does he feel like his son Austin had the right to even ask Anthony to leave from the tent? And we know it's Austin's team tent, but that still doesn't give him the right to try to remove this kid. If anything, Austin and his crew should have went over there to the coaches and let them know that Anthony was sitting under their team tent, and let the coaches deal with it. Okay. So I wish they would have let him stay there so he can say all of these things, ask questions, and then they can answer them. Because I definitely would have answered them. Because the first question, if he would have asked me about my son doing that, I would have said, why did your son feel like he should be asking my son to leave? And then he would have came back and said, it's their team's tent. But did your son own the tent? And, We know it's your team's 10 and all of that, but why didn't your son go to the coaches and let them know? That's the question I really want, him to answer. And I also want to ask this question. What gave your son the right to put his hands on Anthony, and then you guys feel like he could not protect himself, whichever way he felt necessary? You do realize he was on a bleacher. If you push someone on a bleacher, not only can they get severely hurt, they can also get unaligned. So what made your son feel so entitled he can just go over there and approach this kid, stand up, provoke him, and basically try to push him out of the daggone tent? What gave him that right? These are the questions I want Jeffrey Metcalf to answer. And that's why they should have let him ask questions. And that's on everything. And I know y'all probably don't agree with that, but I really do. You said, no, I knew you was going to say something opposite. No, he shouldn't have been there. It was to disrupt. Yeah, I don't know if he was going to disrupt. I think he was going to speak his piece. And as long as he didn't start doing racial slurs and going crazy, I think they should have let him talk. I'm sorry. So Tisha's for MAGA, thank you for coming in. Let me tell you straight up. You can come over here, you can say what you want to say, but make sure you keep the racism out of it, okay? Because Shades too really don't play that shit. I'm just gonna let you know that straight up. All right. So Daniel Penny wasn't even touched and used prolonged, force, but no issues with that. Just an issue with Anthony defending himself against a thug committing a criminal act of assault. First of all, you got the thug thing wrong. All right. That's the first thing. Tissues for MAGA. Okay. You got the thug thing incorrect. And I'm so happy you came over here because you were brave enough to do it. And I'm so glad you came. But anyway, how do you know in this situation we are talking about Karmelo Anthony, all right? How do you know that Karmelo wasn't touched or anything, if that's who you're talking about? You said Austin was literally in the commission of a crime when he was stabbed. Why do racists? Okay, I'm sorry. I got it misinformed because I was reading this incorrectly. Sorry about that, tissues for MAGA. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Thank you, Jermaine. I read it again. Because I don't know who's Daniel Penny, guys. All right. Guys, let's not bring up other cases because I have to look those up to see what you guys are talking about. All right. So let's just basically stick with Karmelo, okay? Or some cases like if you want to talk about Sandra Bland, because I did cover that, and George Floyd, Travion, and things like that, Javion McGee, all of that. All right, then I'll know what you're talking about when you are trying to show something here on this channel. All right. Thank you, Jermaine, because I was going to say, yes, okay, as far as, let's go back to the, sorry about that, issues. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, let's just deal with Anthony. And I definitely think, like I said before, Karmelo Anthony was defending himself against Austin Metcalf. I don't know if he's a thug. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, but I do believe he was bullying him, point blank. All right, I do believe that he was bullying this kid. No, I thought you was talking about Karmelo. I'm sorry. Okay. And you said the trend confirmed Austin grabbed him. We definitely know that. We definitely know that Austin grabbed him and proceeded to put him out of the tent. Now, if somebody is grabbing you, and I would like to ask Austin's dad this, if some dude is grabbing his ass, okay, and trying to push him out of a place, whether he's supposed to be there or not, what would he do? Okay. Especially if the dude has other people with him, okay? And we don't know for sure if these other people got involved in this or not, or will get involved in this. So how would you react? Would you just basically push him back, or would you try to run, or what would you do? Because the correct response is this right here. First of all, Austin should have never put his hands on this kid. Now, people can ask questions if they want to. Let's keep it real. But when Karmelo told him, if you touch me or whatever the case is, or whatever he told him, This other dude should have stopped, proceeded to go over there to the coaches and let them know that this kid is underneath our tent and he should not be there, and let the coaches handle this. What gave Austin the courage, the audacity, the privilege to do this? Okay, he did not own the tent. Okay, it's the property of the school. So why did he feel like he can just go over here and make this kid leave? He can go over here and do threats, because I'm pretty sure, because listen, Anthony did not say punch me and see what happens for nothing. He didn't just blurt out of the out of his mind, just say punch me and see what happened. Okay, clearly somebody must have either punched him or said they were going to punch him or acted like they were going to punch him. There's no way he just blurted out, punch me and see what happens. I heard that the dude, Austin, grabbed his bag. I heard from another witness that they were hitting this kid, and it was more than one doing this. I don't know if that part is true or not, but that's according to one witness. Right, they definitely are, and I don't like that. Okay, I don't like that, because the thing is, it's not right. Just like I said in the comment section, on some other sites that I was on, it's not right to do this. And I'm not. Let me tell y'all straight up, I'm not a racist. Okay, and I got a bunch of Caucasian friends, Latino people that I deal with, and all types of people. Okay, but the thing is, I don't give a damn if it was a white kid, Latino kid, whatever. Okay. If it's not correct, I'm going to address this. If you guys are treating this unfairly, I will address it. Okay, it's not right. How are you guys going to sit around here and label this kid a iller when you know good and damn well you don't know all of the facts? You don't know it. And it appears to look like self-defense. Now, why did he have a knife? I don't know. But maybe if you use your brain cells, maybe he always had a knife because of something that maybe have went on before. You know, maybe some kids or somebody was threatening him. We don't know. Why do you carry a GUN? Are you getting ready to unalive somebody? Why are you carrying a knife? Are you getting ready to unalive someone? And then you got stupid ass people saying that this is premeditated. How can this be premeditated if he wasn't the one who was the aggressor? So you mean to tell me this kid, Anthony, knew it was going to rain. He knew he was going to sit underneath the tent. He knew that Austin and his crew was coming over there to confront him. He knew that Austin was going to get up and push him and all that other stuff. Y'all crazy as heck. All right. Okay, so thank you for coming over here, Papa D. You said, why did the young man feel he needed to go to their opponent's tent? I do not know. Maybe because it was pouring down raining. Is there a law against going to your opponent's tent? People do it all the time. All right. The thing is, they didn't want him there, so they should have went to the coaches. I just want to know again, why did he feel like he should be doing that, telling that boy to leave, when he should have just went over there to the coaches and let them handle that? That's another reason they are there. All right. I have a whole soccer team myself, and if an opponent sits underneath our tent or somewhere they don't supposed to be, the kids are not saying a damn thing. They're going to the coach. All right, because the coaches are the one that should handle that, not some little ass kid trying to approach another one so a fight can pop off. You guys got to stop saying this stupid stuff when you know in reality the truth is this boy should have never approached him. And even if he did verbally, he should have went to tell the coach once Anthony got teed off. All right, not provoke it further by threatening and pushing. I don't know why you people don't understand that. What's up, Tony Vance? Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to Shades 2, and happy and blessed Thursday. I know I'll be going out. Oh my God. And thank you, Tissues for Maggie. I really don't like talking about this topic like this because it always teases me off. Just like when kids get unalive, you know, parents do it, I go off then too. It's just plainly ridiculous. The thing is, this entire thing did not have to happen. And I don't hear anybody saying this. Everybody is looking at racial stuff when you should be saying, Austin should have never approached the dude in the first place. And even if he did verbally, do not let it get too physical. Okay? So what? He was in his opponent's tent. So what? Did Austin own the tent? All right? The school owns the tent. So therefore, you go to the person that's in charge and you let them know, let them come over there and tell this boy to leave. Damn, you know it was pouring down rainy. You know why he was sitting underneath the tent. Y'all stop asking stupid ass questions for real. Hey, bro, sweet, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh no. You know how I be getting hyped up. That's why I don't like to talk about certain things. Okay, let me bring it down the top a notch, okay? You said, Tissues, you said, wait, first of all, welcome to the chat. 1911 Black Steel. You said there are no assigned seats in church or bleachers. Right. There's no assigned seats. Listen, it's a public space. All right. If you're at a concert, right? If you are at a concert, they do have assigned seats. But if you're at one that does not have assigned seats in the concert, somebody is sitting in your seat, you ask them to move, that person gets irate. You're not going to keep on talking to that person because you know there's going to be trouble. You're going to go to security or the people who the concert attendants, and you're going to report that so they can come and remove that person. Okay? Some people won't even approach that person because I wouldn't. I'm going to go to the proper authority and let that person know. All right? So they can do their jobs. These kids need to be taught the same thing. Listen, if you got kids, tell your kids stop messing with other kids. Point blank. There's a lot of senseless unalignments because you parents don't control your damn kids. Okay? You need to do that. There is no reason why Austin should have confronted this dude at all. And you guys are harboring on knives. He would have never pulled out the damn knife if the dude would have never put him in a situation that he had to. Let's keep it real. You guys don't keep it real. That's what teased me off because you don't keep it real. You're so damn racist. You want everything your way and you don't look at real shit for nothing in the world. Over here, I look at real stuff. I don't care if it would have been Anthony who would have got stabbed and Austin would have did. I would be saying the same exact thing. Keep your kids in check. Let them know not to bully other kids, not to keep on confronting kids when they tell you to leave them alone or warn you, if you touch me, you will see. What's wrong with y'all? That's what you should be talking about. Instead, you are harping on, why did Anthony have a knife? He wouldn't have never taken that knife out if he wouldn't have been put in that situation to take it out. Shh. This is not Kyle Rittenhouse, who deliberately went to the riot and got himself caught up. And then when he got caught up in a situation, he started unaliving. This is not the same situation as, what's that dude's name? Zimmerman, following his little boy because he thinks this little boy is up to no good and taking matters into his damn hands, even though the police told him not to. And then he unalive. It couldn't have been my son, because I tell you straight up, I wouldn't be here right now because I would be incarcerated, because I would have, and that's on everything. Me and my husband, because we don't be playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't provoke stuff, all right? You teach your kids to keep their hands to themselves. You can say whatever you want to, but if someone tells you to leave them alone, heed those damn words, okay? This kid lost his life over foolishness. And because of people like you condoning this bullshit. And that's on everything. So you said Jermaine exactly had a friend with the initials EP that played for a memorial. Right. He did have a friend there, because that could be another reason why he was there. I don't know what his reason was for being there. And I don't give a damn. It's a public place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is harping on the wrong damn thing. What you need to be harping on is why parents don't teach their damn kids how to keep their damn hands to themselves and keep their words to themselves and stop bullying people. And why didn't this boy go over there to the coaches and report this so the coaches can do what they need to do? Because I'm damn sure that more than one would have came. But all of y'all said he probably would have acted the same way with the coaches. I doubt it. You guys are talking about this dude as a thug, but yet I got a whole video of things that he has already accomplished. A thug, do you know what a thug is? A thug would have murked his ass for real, and everybody standing out there. That's what thugs do. Okay, let's keep it real. That's what thugs do. That dude would have been scared to approach a thug. All right, let's keep it real. Y'all need to cut that shit out. That's on everything. Okay. Hey, Sonya, thank you so much for tuning in. I got to laugh at this, you guys. I really do, because I mean, if I don't, I'll have a headache. He said, I ran track to build speed and endurance for football. I always went to the tents with the pretty girls. A lot of sitting around at track meets, so most people socialize. Right. Let me tell you something. I don't know for sure. I'm really just guessing right now. Okay. So don't take it like I know. You know what I think? I think this kid is just entitled. All right. Let's keep it real. He felt entitled to run his ass over there and confront this dude because he seen this little black Nigger sitting underneath that tent. I'm just trying to be just call it for what it is. He gonna show his friends that we're gonna put this out of here. Okay. He didn't think it was gonna escalate like that because Austin had his team people with him. Okay. So that's what that's all about. Let's keep it real. That's why you guys are all on the race shit. Okay. That's why you're on that. That's why Austin probably didn't go and tell the coaches because he felt so privileged that he can handle all this and put this Nigger out of the damn tent because he should be over here anyway. All right, let's keep it real. That's what it really boils down to. Because what is the other reason why he felt like he could just go do all this shit that he did to this kid and the kid wouldn't do a damn thing? Tell me that. Shh. And we all know that opposing teams sit under one another's tents. They talk to the chicks and all types of stuff. We know this already. So thank you, Jessica, for coming over here. You said he brought a weapon to school. He is a criminal. He shouldn't have been under that tent. Jessica, listen, he can be wherever he chooses to be. If Austin knew he didn't supposed to be there, okay, by his account, okay, Austin should have taken his ass to the coach once the kid told him, you touch me, you're going to find out what happened or whatever he said. He shouldn't have kept on provoking his kids. He shouldn't have put his hands on this kid. He should have went to the coaches and told them and let them do their jobs, which is to tell this kid to leave or either he can stay until it stops raining or whatever. It was never Austin and his crew's responsibility or job to do a damn thing. And you say he's a criminal, so is his dad a criminal because he was arrested for sexual assault and was incarcerated one day? So is he a criminal? You got a lot of nerve calling somebody a criminal, hun. Okay, is your record clear? Is your husband's record clear? Are any of your family members ever been incarcerated? Have you ever carried a GUN or a knife or any other weapon? And if you have, or somebody in your family has, are you or they a criminal? Because a criminal is not defined just because you carry a weapon, babe. It really isn't. Okay? It's not defined by you just carrying a weapon. Because many people carry weapons. Hell, I carry a weapon, and I have never done a crime. All right? A lot of people do. What are you talking about, Jessica? What are you talking about? Feel free to hit that link, too. Okay? Because y'all speak behind these keyboards, but you won't get up on this link, this panel. Feel free to do that. And then you said, hold on. We're going to read all. Wait a minute. Let me see this. Jessica, why are you skipping over the part of Austin instigating and escalating the incident by assaulting Anthony? Did you answer that, Jessica? First of all, Jessica, he wasn't at school. Okay? He was on a field that's owned by Frisco ISD. Okay? And how do you know why he had a knife? He didn't premeditate a damn thing. How are you going to premeditate, Jessica, something where the other person is the one who came over there and approached you? Okay, so you're going to tell me he sat there and planned and knew that Austin was going to come over there and approach him? So he knew that. Because you do know what premeditated means, right? No, he probably carried that knife in his bag all the dang time, Jessica. You know that, just like when you be carrying your gun and your little knife in your purse, or your pepper spray, or whatever else you may use, your taser, hell, your keys, or whatever you use for a weapon. So if you get into an altercation, it's premeditated too? Okay. It's important to know that when the twin brother told the story on TV the first time, he said, we confronted Karmelo. It wasn't just Austin. We definitely know that, IJA, and thank you for coming. We definitely know that because the other witness said a bunch of them, including the twin brother, came over there and they were jumping this kid. They were punching him. They were doing the most. Okay? But Jessica and people like Jessica seem to ignore that. Okay? They seem to ignore this. They just want to see an innocent white boy then stabbed unalive by a black thug. But yet, Anthony's family, dad, has never been incarcerated for no extra assault. Extra assault is another form of bullying. Okay? So now we know where Austin got that from. And that's on everything. That's another question they should have asked him. They should have let him talk. They should have let him stay there and asked him, you made a statement or you had a question. You said, what type of family raised Karmelo Anthony? Well, it's clearly evident by the videos and all the stuff that we've seen. But what I really want to ask Jeffrey Metcalf is what type of dad is he to be showing his son that he can be arrested for extra assault? What kind of dad is that? So that's why they should have went on and let him talk. They shouldn't have escorted him out, at least not then. Let him talk. I want to see what he had to say, what the questions were. Okay. Let's see. He said what? He said where was to him, so he had a right to stab him. You people are crazy. No, hon, we didn't say that. See, that's what you said. No, you are crazy because that's what you're saying. He pushed him, okay, and possibly punched him. All right. So, and possibly his brother and other people were standing right there joining in or watching, about to join in. But we don't know all of this yet. But we do know he put his hands on him. So that's why he grabbed his bag and his knife. Okay, get it right. Once again, we got y'all defending things that you shouldn't be defending. You weren't saying this when all these other people were unaliving minorities. You weren't saying this. You didn't say this when that Latino dude got unalived out in Hemet. You wasn't saying this. You wasn't saying this when Sandra Bland got unalived in her kitchen. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying that when George Floyd got unalived. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying that, or you weren't saying that when the guy in the subway got unalived. You call all of these people thugs, and you said they had it coming to them. You said they had it coming to them. Okay, that's what you said. So Tissue said, Jessica, so Anthony premeditated Austin bullying him? The mental gymnastics racists go through to say there's narcissists is hilarious. But she should get up here and hit this link so she can really talk. That's what she really should do. Let me drop this link again. You can tell us why you think this is premeditated. We can hear your voice. So, hold on. Let me invite you to the panel. Jessica, I want you to come up here and hit this link. And I want you to tell us why you think this is premeditated. And why you think, since you know, why you think he bought a weapon to school with him on school property. And you don't think Austin did anything. Because I want you to come up and talk because I'm eating, right? So I want you to come up and tell us why you think this and why you think, and I'm being for real, okay? Karmelo Anthony is a murderer. Okay, so come up here and tell us that. Because for me, when people sit behind computer screens, right, and they won't come up on the panel to say the same thing that they're saying behind the computer screen, it's like cowards. It's showing cowardice to me. So again, Jessica, I'm going to ask you to feel free to come up here and voice what you got to say. Okay? You can go ahead and do that. You said your record is clear. My husband's record is clear. We are not jailbirds like you. First of all, I'm not a jailbird, baby. One of my daughters got a doctoral degree. My son is a damn detective. My husband is an independent truck driver. My other daughter has a successful career. And the other ones are just as good. And I'm married. Okay? And I'm not a jailbird. All right? None of my children have been in jail. Okay? Not even my siblings. So get it right, baby. You said like you criminal people. If anybody is a criminal, no, it's you. Okay? Now, I'm not going to say your people because I'm not going to put all white people in the same category as maybe you. Okay? But I'm going to say some of you, your people, are nothing but fucking criminals. Okay? Do you want me to show you? Because I can give you some articles right now. Matter of fact, I will. Hold on. You came to the right channel today, babe. You really did. Let me just show you a prime example. Now, yesterday, I showed a crime that your people did way back in 18-something. Okay? It started way back in 1800s. Okay? But let me just show you some recent shit that your people have done when you want to talk about what black people do. All right? I'm glad you're over here. But I wish you would have came up on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you right now. So you want to talk about my people, right? But here we go right here. Not this. This is a joke right here, I believe. Let me do something else. Hold on. Now I know this is all your people. Doxers, doxing the damn judge and threatening her. Okay, that's your people. Another example. That's the Texas judge who lowered the bond. She was threatened and her family. Let me see what this story is about right here. Hold on. Because you got a lot of damn mouth and you putting up a lot of things and it's just not true. I think all race of people commit crimes. Okay. We're not going to use this dude right here because y'all love to talk about Mexicans and people like that too. But we're going to use just white. All right. Since you like to get up here and use that race card all the damn time. It does not even make any sense. Let me get this shit off this. Hold on, y'all. Let me get off this one. Hold on, let me find, because I got a lot of stuff on my phone. Listen to this. Hold on. No, wait a minute, I'm gonna, I don't want to use him. So what about this dude right here who went to try to assassinate, had a plan to assassinate the president? And what about all the other ones who attempted to do it? What color are they? Okay? What color are they? What color is this latest dude? This little teenager who unalived his mom and dad with his crazy ass. All right. The one they set his bond at 1 million and it should have been 2 million. Okay. What color is he? What about the mom scrolling through her damn TikTok, fell asleep in bed with a 1-week-old and crushed the child to unalive? They are both white. What are you talking about? What about, hold on, let me go ahead. What about the, let's see. What about this one right here? Hold on. I got a lot. Let me tell you something. We're talking all this smack, but I got a lot of articles with white people doing a lot of crimes, just like blacks. But definitely you guys are committing crimes too. So don't sit up here in my chat talking bull crap like we are the only people that commit crimes when your people commit crimes too. Okay, it started way back in the 1800s, probably before that. I'm not finished yet. Hold on. I'm not finished. Right now, I'm looking at happy stories. I'm just trying to find some on here. Look at this. A mom and her child were unalive in their Nebraska home. Okay? Some years ago. 45 years ago to be exact. You know who did it? You people. All right? You. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Because we know, let me keep it real. I'm not sitting here saying black people don't commit crimes, but you're up here talking about that's all we do. Like you criminal people, like you don't have criminals in your race. Like you don't. Don't do that, Jessica. Because over here, we show stuff. Oh, let me look at some more here. Hold on. This was a long time ago right here. Hold on. I see got this old stuff on here. Hold on. See, because I'm going to the actual news articles. I'm not just pulling stuff out of my damn head. And I'm looking at the pictures to make sure that I am correct. So I can't use this because I don't know what color these people are right here. So but let me see. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait. Because I've got all this Austin Metcalf stuff coming up on my phone. Hold on. Y'all are so racist. I'm just reading racist comment after racist, even the media. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. That is crazy. All I got on my timeline, y'all, is nothing but Karmelo Anthony. I'm not joking. Man. And other stuff like that. And look at this psychopath right here. 7-year-old girl passed on after her almost perfect mom unalived her. She's not black. She's not black. So what are you talking about? Look at this campus bloodbath. They're not black. What are you talking about? So don't sit up here and act like white people don't do no criminal activities, just like black people do, just like Latino people do, Puerto Rican, whatever. All people are capable of crime, lady. All right. If you are a lady, all people are capable of committing a crime. You got the nerve to talk about like you people when you guys originated crime, criminal activities way before slavery. What are you talking about? You've been doing crime against people for the damn longest. Let's keep it real. It's with the Indians, Trail of Tears, all types of damn things. Stop lying. Goodness. Stop lying to yourself and to others. All people are capable of committing crimes. Shh. Let me tell you something, baby. If I do anything to anyone, it will always be self-defense, just like you people always claim it's self-defense. All right. So don't get up here and try to use this reverse shit with me, honey. All right. First of all, who even asked you to be here? Okay. I said you're welcome to be here, though. Okay. You're too scared to even hit the pedal. This comes from idiots saying this, and racist idiots who are trying to hide behind this to make it seem like this kid premeditated this, and you know he didn't. Okay, he wouldn't know that Austin is going to come up to him and do a damn thing. Hold on, y'all. I done pushed it wrong, but he wouldn't know that Austin was going to come up to him and do a damn thing. All right, he wouldn't know that. And you can call me whatever you want to, baby. Okay, I'm a college graduate with a damn almost a 4.0 grade point average. What are you? Huh? A piece of shit? Is that what you are? Because you are too scared to get your ass up on this live and talk on this panel. You are a coward. Okay, you are a coward because you are too scared, too afraid to get your know-nothing ass up here and talk. You're not going to do that. Let me tell you something, girl. It was not at a school. It was on school property, but not actual school building, dumbass lady. Okay, they were on a field that Frisco Independent School District owns. All right, you got that through your damn head, lady? Do you? Because clearly you can't comprehend a daggone thing. That's where it was at. That's where it was at. Not at the actual school. He took a knife to a track meet. You don't need knife. You don't know what the hell he might need. Where was he at before the track meet? Does he walk to school? Did he walk to the track meet? You don't know why he needed a knife and why he had it. You don't know that. All you are doing is assuming that you know when you don't know any damn thing. You don't know anything. No, baby, the only one that's low in IQ and uneducated is your scary ass for sitting your nothing ass over here, running your mouth, but you're too scared to hit that link. This is probably not even a real profile picture, okay, or anything else. Definitely not her real name. So bring your ass on up here, Jessica, and talk. You all big and bad. Let me put that link up there again. Bring your ass up here and talk, hon. I'm asking you to. Nobody is going to do anything. No one. Say something. You're not going to do a damn thing but sit down there and run your mouth like a lot of you people do. Okay? Wait till you get 5 or 10 people with you, then you want to act bad. Well, then act bad now, because nobody is over here is going to get over here and jump on you. Because I tell my people, don't get into my arguments. They say what they want to. So bring your ass up here, Jessica. Because if I wasn't on this damn line, I would really be telling you off, honey. And that's on everything. I'm holding back right now. So bring your ass up here. For real. Jessica is a fucking moron. Let's keep it real, because Jessica talking all this smack, but Jessica won't bring her ass up here. She's scared. All some of these racist people do is wait till they get a bunch of people, and then they all try to jump on 1 or 2. Okay? And then when you take out a weapon or something, then you want to holler, it was premeditated. It was premeditated, all right. All right. Your boy premeditated it. When he planned it with his friends, he's going to go over here and hit up Karmelo Anthony and get that nigga out of this damn tent. That's who premeditated it. Okay? That's on everything. Talking that shit when this was a community track meeting that, yeah, they are from a school. Their school came over there. Those players came over there to practice their endurance and speed and all of that. Okay, so damn what? It still doesn't give him a right to approach this guy and to push up on him and or make threats. It does not give him that right. And I don't care what you're talking about, Jessica. Okay? Shit. You said it's a real profile picture. Who was steal that picture? Okay. Jermaine, we're not trying to get personal over here, okay? We're having a debate. You guys know what a debate is, right? That's what we're going to have. She can stay here. I don't give a damn. Okay, but I just want her to come up here so we can hear her voice. We can hear her voice. So she can talk directly to me. And we can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay? Okay, so hey, Double Edge. Let me tell you something, baby. Statistics, hold on. Statistical information don't always be correct. And sometimes it hangs very closely. It basically distorts information, okay? Please. I don't give a damn about your statistics, babe. I still know that white people do a lot of crimes. They started the slavery shit amongst black people, okay? I do know that. And you unalive a lot of innocent black people and children. Put their damn, you cut their necks, heads off, and you stuck their damn heads on stakes in the damn yards. Okay, so don't tell me shit, lady. Don't tell me nothing. Let me let you know this though. This is not 1800s. This is not 1960s, 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, 70s, 80s, 90s, not even the 2000s. Okay, this is 2025. We are not standing for that racist shit. Okay, that's on everything. And for some of you racist ass clowns to continue to do things, we're not going to stand for that either. All right? Point blank. You can come with all these statistics all you want to. It doesn't hide the fact that your boy's father was charged with sexual assault, okay? And he spent a day in jail. And you wait till I go pull that entire criminal record. Well, then leave, B. Leave. Now I'm getting ready to act ignorant. Leave, B. Leave. You said, should this lady, and I use that term loosely, been assaulting us for 20 minutes? She better be quiet, or the right girl jokes are coming. I mean, you can do what you want to in the chat, because I don't control y'all. Okay, I'm just saying what I'm not going to do. All right? You said Grayson Allison did the same thing Karmelo is accused of. He is a white and on trial now for unaliving a Mexican boy. As he should be on trial. You know, Karmelo is going to go on trial. Okay, we did not say he's not going on trial. Okay, and once they look at the evidence, then the jury and the judge will make their decision based on the evidence that they have. You know, people out here in social media land, you know, everybody, we are all just looking at what we see, making educated and some uneducated guesses. And some people are hiding behind racism to make guesses, okay? Or to form their opinions. And that's not right, okay? You guys know good and damn well Austin should have never approached this kid. You know that. You know this. And just say, because we know kids will be kids, just say he did approach him verbally. Once the dude said, leave me alone, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or whatever he said. I don't know what he said other than touch me, you'll see, punch me, you'll see. Okay, so when he said touch me, you'll see, that should have been a key right there for Austin to step away, okay, and go right over there to the coaches so the coaches can handle everything. But nah, he wanted to be big bad ass, and he went on to confront it a bit, start pushing, threatening, and things like that. And I just know he probably put some threats there, because you're just not going to randomly start pushing somebody out of a tent because you don't want them to be there. Let's keep it real, okay? No, I think that may be your kids, baby. I think that may be your kids. That's the autistic hypocrite in you, okay? And your husband for marrying you. That's on everything. But anytime you sort of people get told something, you want to always run to saying stupid shit that you don't have any factual proof of. All right? That's what you like to do. And the thing is this right here. Until they go to court, okay, and everything is shown, you're never going to know what happened, okay? So you can go ahead and keep on believing that y'all boy Austin didn't do shit, but simply came over there and said, why are you in our tent? We need you to leave from our tent, or else I will escort you from the tent. I will politely push you, or let me say, not even push because that's too aggressive. I will politely assist you out from underneath the tent. And please don't get violent, because I am not violent. I'm just asking you peacefully. That's what you want us to think, right? We know good and dead on well that did not happen. All right? Based on Anthony's responses. So Jessica, keep that BS you're talking about over there on your side of YouTube that you like to watch and put shit in the chat where other supporters can agree with your stupid ass. Because over here, we're not going to agree with that, okay? At all. Most of us over here are Team Karmelo Anthony. All right? Point blank. Well, you know, I actually need to look up this case right here. Okay, so I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm going to look into this case as well, because I never heard of it. And the reason why you have an outrage of this other stuff is because the media and people are making it like that. Let me screenshot this real quick, because I have another case to look up too. So that's just another one added to the list. So yeah, look that up. Thank you, Jermaine. And let me go back to this right here. So did you stick up for Kyle Rittenhouse? How about George Zimmerman? How about the cops who unalive innocent minorities? Do you stick up for them too? And homeless people. Do you stick up for them? Okay. You can call him whatever you want to, but when he goes to court, I bet you it won't be proven that. Okay? So I guess we should go push our ass away from this tent and punch our ass and things like that. We need to see what Jessica's gonna do. See, that's why Jessica won't come up on this panel, because I was going to tell her exactly that. You know what I'm saying? And then push her ass off the panel while she's talking. All right? That's what I was going to do. But since she's scared, she's not going to do it. She's going to hide behind that screen and do what most cowards do. Do threats. And, you know, do what she's doing. Let me tell you, stop bringing up your name, Jessica, because you're over here talking to me. All right? So, you're over here under this tent. No one invited you. You're here. And I'm talking to you because you're talking to me. But I did not put my hands on you. Jessica, I haven't even called you derogative names. Jessica, I didn't even say I'm gonna pimp smack your ass or anything like that. I just thought I was gonna punch you or anything. Okay, Jessica? I said you can stay here and you can talk. I even invited you up here on the panel, Jessica, and you still haven't done it. So it leads me to believe Jessica is a poser and a scaredy cat. That's what I'm thinking, Jessica. Let me drop this link again and see if you'll come up here. Let's see if you are actually a woman. Let's see if you're actually white. Let's see if you are the person you claim to be, Jessica. Okay? Because I got some time before I go in here and redecorate my home. I got some time. This criminal right here got to go in here and finish unpacking and decorate her home. Finish doing that, okay? And then I'm going my criminal ass to work because you think all black people are criminals, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fair. You said MAGA, proud, American proud. We don't care. We don't give a shit about MAGA, okay? And I do have some Trump supporters over here, but I don't give a damn about what you're talking about in regards to that. We're not talking about Trump, all right? Jessica, you won't do shit, but get your boy, girl, don't make me start, girl. Okay, don't make me start. You won't do a damn thing. Get up here and whip it now. Get your ass up on this damn panel and do it there. All right? Do it with words. Do it with words, Jessica. I dare you to. I triple dare you to. Get your ass up on this panel and you do it, Jessica. You ain't gonna do shit, but go grab 10 more of you and mess around. Get yourself just where Austin is, and that's on everything. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Jessica? Because Shades Tube don't really play. All right, girl, go ahead and hit that link. That's all I'm asking you to do. Hit that damn link. Hit it. Okay. How about you learn to type? Okay. How about you learn to comprehend? How about you do that? You say, yeah, and F this shit and what you are going to do about it, it won't. You, Karmelo, me out of this shit. Boy, let me tell you just something, girl. You see how this, I'm trying my best not to say some other words, but you see how this stupid ass lady or man or whatever she is bringing up stuff. It doesn't even make any sense. Jessica, I asked your ass to come up here and get up on this panel. And yet you're still going back and forth talking bull crap. Get your ass up here on this panel or shut what Jermaine called your ass self up. Okay? Let me put it back up so you can see it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go get to that message. What did you put that at me, man? Let's see. I don't know where there's so many damn messages here. Well, I don't want to repeat it, but I know you guys already read it and you did too, Jessica. So get your ass up here and talk, Jessica. Do that. All y'all do is talk, and hide behind 1,000 people and then try to get bad. Get your ass up on this panel, Miss Brave ass lady, and talk your shit then. So you can get told the F off. Get up here. You say F this tent. Why are you over here on this small ass YouTube channel? Why are you over here, Jessica? Huh? All right. Well, bye, girl. You're talking about slang when you're saying bye, Felicia. Bye, Susan. Get your ass away from over here, Susan. We didn't ask you to come. She thought I was going to say Karen. I know. Oh, my gosh. Right on. Let me say this again for you. Trump does not give a shit about you, Jessica, and people like you. Trump is just using you poor ass people to do what he needs to do. Okay? And y'all fell right underneath his damn wings. Okay? You fell right in line. He said this years ago what he was going to do. And he definitely did it. So you are an idiot, Jessica. And that's on everything. Magna. Okay? All right. Magna. Okay? Time spent now, you don't have time. Yeah, she's scared. I wish she would come up here. I'm gonna be nice when she come up here. I really am. She can bring her ass up here. Your mom, we're telling her to bring her ass up here. Go get your mom. Tell her to get up here. For real, Jessica. We're not gonna be racist. We're just gonna talk because we don't agree with each other. Tell your mom to come up here right now. Go get her. Go get her, Jessica. Damn, it's 12:04. Go get her. For real. Go get your mother. Go get your mother, hon. Go get her. Bring your mom up here. Bring her. Oh, this little ass bee. She's not going to show it. Y'all, this is her face. What are you guys talking about? She's showing you her face right here. This is Jessica. Jessica, I'm going to have my son check you out, okay? And my other cop family members. Okay, Jessica? I hope you're not using your right name. I'm going to have them check to see who you are since you don't want to come up here and show your face. I want her to come up here. For real. I really do. Okay? And look, Jessica, I don't control this chat over here, okay? They can say whatever they want to as long as they don't use the H word, you know, Honkey, the C-R-A-C, what is it, C-R-A-C-K-E-R, the N-I-G-G-E-R word, or the 8 word, the monkey word, and other, racist terms like that. As long as they don't use that, okay? Jessica is a Jessica Playwright, your daughter. That's okay. Oh my gosh. You said you live in an all-colors neighborhood, and my son was bullied because he was a presently chubby child. Because of the medicine he was on, he has asthma, and my husband and I went to the principal. Is he white or black? Because I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I live in almost all-white neighborhood, all right? And I don't have any problems with anyone. My neighbors are white on this side, mixed on the other side, white across the street, Hispanic, and Japanese. I don't have problems with anyone. We all communicate, even if some people don't like each other. It just stays just where it's at, okay? So we don't have no shit like that going on over here, okay? Jessica, we got some MAGA people too. All right, Jessica. Jessica, I just told you bring your ass up here, girl. You're almost about to make me say something. Okay? Girl, can you see? Can you read? I just dropped the damn link. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th time, Jessica. Okay? Jessica, are you a troll or are you being for real? Get your ass up here, Jessica. I keep on telling you that. Now, wait. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Okay, you said I'm sitting here next to my daughter. You ignorant ass thing. Okay, girl. Look at you getting all personal. Jessica, I'm not even going to call you no names, son. Based on looking at that picture, girl, you can't talk about anybody. And that's on everything. She probably chew and do a lot of other things. Probably effing animals and each other and live in a damn trailer park or some raggedy ass house or some house that look good on the outside, but the inside is trashy as hell. Jessica looks like she sits on her ass all day and does nothing but be on social media. That's what Jessica looks like, okay? You say you're not a criminal. I don't hide. I'm going to have my family members check you out. Go ahead. I don't give a damn what the fuck you have checked out, baby. Okay, and when you check me out, no, okay, get your ass up here. Jessica Sinka. Go ahead. Chica or whatever your damn name is. Go ahead and talk, Jessica. Go ahead, Jessica.
First of all, why is you talking about this shit? The fuck?
Why are you crying? Are you a child? Jessica,
first of all,
yeah, so you were talking to my 10-year-old child, arguing with a child. That's how ignorant you are.
Listen, Jessica, why do you have your child over here speaking for you? You are an ignorant ass lady. Why do you have your child over here in grown-ups conversations, stupid ass? Why? And then you got your child up here crying like a damn moron.
First of all, why are you sticking up for a murderer in the first place? Why are you sticking up for a fucking murderer in the first place, you fucking autistic ass monkey?
Don't put your child up here, you moron. What is wrong with you? Huh? I'm talking to you, Jessica, not to your child. Why do you have your child speaking for you, you clown? Why? Why, Jessica?
Can you hear me, lady? Can you? Because if you can, you need to just respond. You're ignorant.
If you're not a grown up, don't talk to me. If anybody is ignorant, it's you having your
You're ignorant. That is what you are.
To you. That's who is ignorant. Okay, you are. Okay, you are. Why are you sitting up
My
here?
mom ain't got time for your ignorance, you bitch.
It was nice to hear her name a whole bunch of times.
That was nice to hear my name 10,000 times in your fucking lives that no one watches every single day.
Jessica, and clearly somebody is watching your low life.
Say my name one more time and I'm heading up to your house and beating every living fuck out of you. Watch and see.
Jessica, I dare you to, Jessica. Okay, Jessica. Okay?
My mom's name is Christy. You better keep my name out your fucking mouth, you dumb nutty nigga.
Okay. I knew, listen, y'all. I knew this white piece of trash was going to say something stupid. All right? Don't have your little kids fighting your battle, grown ass lady. Don't do that. That's not a cool thing. And I'm going to remove you because you don't need to have your children up here fighting your battle. They're underage. You need to talk like a grown up. But you are.
Don't do that. Speak proper English.
Get your ass off of here. Hold on, y'all. Let me tell you something, Jessica. You don't put your kids up on a panel, stupid ass lady. All right? Your grown ass should have came up here and talked. You're such a low-life piece of shit that you have your children, underage children, defending your big fat ass. Okay? Girl, I don't think you know who you are messing with at all. Okay, don't take it personal. B-I-T-C-H. Don't do that. That's on everything. You don't have your child up here listening and communicating for your dumb ass. Okay? Don't do that. That's not a good look, dumbass lady. It's not. Damn, that's stupid. Why would you have your child, for real? Are you that damn stupid? Why would you have your child up here talking to grown-ups or in a chat, talking to grown-ups? You are a straight moron. You will be blocked, you stupid waste of shit lady. You sound like somebody who live in a damn trailer park or some nasty ass house, sit up on your fat funky ass and don't do nothing all day but be online. You even got your kids when they should be in damn school. And if you are homeschooling, you need to get your fat ass off the line and homeschool them. Okay, that's what you need to do. Damn. That's stupid. And then her little child is saying the N-word, and some of you black people got the nerve to take up for white people who do this. Now, I didn't call her any racist terms, and I certainly wasn't never talking to her child. She brought her child up here like a moron. Who does this? Yeah, block that bitch because she is weird, and she's gonna make me tear her ass off for real, and I'm not gonna be able to keep you live off. Well. No, baby, the only one that's ignorant is you, Jessica. You're an ignorant piece of white shit. Trash. That's what you are. You are. Yeah, you are. Who put their child up on a live to talk? You're talking about your kids here, but you got your kids there. You are a moron. You should have put your mic on your ears, your earbuds in. Okay, dummy? You shouldn't even be over here, dummy. All right? You are a piece of low-class trash. Mm-hmm. And if you ever, let me let you know something. I'm going to let you know this in code. All I'm going to say, don't be a statistics, bitch. Okay? I'm going to say that. That's all I'm going to say. Damn. Yeah, I'm talking about nobody, but she over here watching it. She's over here watching the channel. I thought she was going to be brave. I cannot believe she put... I'm eating at the same time, y'all. Listen. I could not believe, Brown Sweet, she put her child up here. Who puts their kids up on a live to talk to grown-ups? Why is your kid in the damn chat? You're supposed to be 18. She's a trashy mammy. That's what she is, a trashy mammy. And you heard what I said. I said mammy, not mother. Women like her raise kids like Austin Metcalf to go over there and put law into their hands. That's what those types do. They didn't want to cry when something happens to them. She put her kids in this situation. she would think it's wrong if I got my kids, you know, to come and hear my son and tear her child off. Then y'all, you know, y'all would think something's wrong with that. You know, I wouldn't do that anyway because that's stupid. I'm just saying, she would think something wrong if I did something like that. And he will cam up. You hiding behind Jessica. Did she show her ass? No, she didn't show herself. Listen, let me tell you something, girl. We're gonna block this little child because we don't let little kids talk over here. I went on to ban that person. We don't let no Jessica Playroom talk over here. Okay, period. We don't allow that over here. If the mammy can't talk on their own, don't put your kids up here because they're not allowed to talk in the chat. I told you, these racist group of assholes like to get other people to join in. As soon as they don't get their way or something does not go their way or they get told off, they want to start calling people the N-word. All right. They want to go out here and say all these words and do the most. Y'all, she so unbothered me that I was sitting up here eating my damn food at the same time. And y'all know I be eating when I'm online, but I was really eating right then and there. And I finished my food too, and it was damn good. I can't. The only thing I could not believe is the fact that she got her kids up here defending her fat ass. Okay, it doesn't even make any sense. And you wonder why kids do certain things. I told you guys in a whole separate live, the reason why some kids do stuff is because their parents are not good role models. Why would you have your kids? I cannot even believe that, man. Why would you have your child or your children up here listening to this live? Okay, they can listen if you want to, but why would you have your kids being included in this? Why would you have your child up here cussing and calling somebody the N-word? You don't have to be good if you don't want to, Jermaine. I told you that before. Right, that's what I'm saying. But she wouldn't get me in trouble. I got a lot of kids, you know, and some nieces and things like that. They're still around the same age. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not as young as that child, but I surely can get. I got nieces and stuff. Okay, that are okay. So my shade suit is not done when it comes to that law. I'm just be perfectly honest, you guys. Okay, but we don't hit people over here either first. Okay, we let them hit us. Okay, so then we have a reason. All right, we don't do anything to anyone. Damn. Now you see, she just showed us a prime example of what Karmelo Anthony went through. You see how I wasn't over there bothering this lady? I'm glad she came over here because now we're going to use this as an example. You see how I wasn't over here bothering this lady? She came over here. I said we're going to be, you know, you can speak, you can say what you want to, but you can, you know, we all are going to voice our opinions. And she came over here to our tent and started tripping. So I didn't care about that because you can say whatever you want to as long as you don't use the N word, the C word, the H word, the 8 word, the M word. Okay. And see, I didn't just say don't say no derogative names for black people. I said don't say them for white people either, because you know what the C word is, you know what the H word is. Here from where I'm from, we use the H word. Okay. Okay, that's what we use. Okay. So I was like, don't say that. Don't say none of those type of words and stuff. Don't call nobody other racist word for other minorities or anything. Don't say that over here. And then we are cool. You can voice your opinions. And what does she do? It took her like 30 minutes to come up on the panel. She had to build up her confidence to get up on the panel. I dropped that link about 5, 6, 7 times, you guys. I basically begged this B to get up here on this panel. Then when she gets up here, she brings her kids. Those kids sound like they're about 11 years old, 10, and things like that. Why are you bringing a 10, 11-year-old up here to argue with the grown-ass lady? That shows you the mentality, the IQ level of some of these Trump supporters and some of these racist ass people. Don't got no damn brain cells whatsoever. If she wants to talk about me using slang, bitch, I use and speak however the fuck I want to. I'm letting you know that right now. I can speak correct English, ho. I really can. I speak the way I want to on here. If you don't like it, bitch, don't listen. All right? And that's on everything. It's very hard. Right. That is why you need to raise your kids right. Imagine that little demon at school. You can foresee this Austin incident again with that behavior. First of all, that little demon probably get his little ass whooped in school by other kids or will. So that little demon probably don't even say much in school. Let's keep it real. A lot of these people talk all this shit behind these screens and shit. And when they got 50,000 people with them, you catch their ass by themselves. They don't be saying shit. And that's on everything. very disrespectful. Didn't want to cry. That's not the way you defend Austin Metcalf, dumb lady. It's not the way. You said we are black and proud. We taught our son to go to teacher and be respectful to others when we aren't there. OMG, this is what there are thought that's why things happen so disrespectful, right? Coming over here with that. I mean, that's crazy. But you all saw firsthand how some of them act. Now, mind you guys, I'm using the word some because it does not apply to all, okay? Yeah, but we on the screen. If she would have said it to my face, she would have got her ass beat. Okay, I'm going to be perfectly honest. She's here on the computer saying this. I don't give a damn what this lady talking about, okay? I really, truly don't. And that's why she got herself blocked, after she got a chance to leave a couple more comments, I banned their ass because I'm going to be playing all that. When I ban, I'm really going to ban. And every time she bring her little fat ass over here, I'm going to ban her ass again. And that's on everything. Yeah, a lot of them do. I don't know if all of them say it, but a lot of them do. I don't know if all, but a lot do. They always want to bring up the statistics. The statistics show that black people do more crimes. Yeah, what the statistics is wanting you to think that, they're going to show that. Okay, they're going to show that. Shit, it doesn't matter what those statistics show. When somebody gets unalive, the person that's unalive, their family members, they're not thinking about what color did it. They want their person back. Okay, if the person who got unalive could speak, they don't give a damn about the color or the gender or anything else. They want to. A lot of them probably want to do revenge on the person that unalived them. Let's keep it real. What are you talking about? Statistics? We don't give a shit about that. The thing is, I know that all race of people commit crimes. I talk about them all the time on my damn channel. What is she talking about? And I know your fat ass is sitting in the bushes listening, stupid ass lady who gets her kids up on the damn panel. You are a fucking clown. You are a racist bag of shit, clown face ass lady. Okay, and that's what you are. In 5th grade, he need his little ass whipped, or she, or whatever that was. 5th grade. Yeah, my son can't even say nothing to him because he's just a little ass kid. And they're gonna click on a link like I'm gonna actually argue with a kid. Is she stupid? Now, I would have been childish if I would have went and got my underage son to tell her child off. Then y'all would have thought, oh, damn, Shay. I'm not gonna do that though, because I am on a higher level than she could ever be. Period. Shit. And I don't give a damn about all that stuff. That is crazy. You get your 5th grader up on the phone. Girl, you just saw what happened to that little boy. Stop getting your kids in situations, stupid ass. We know you're in the bushes. You don't got shit else to do but to collect your food stamps or your welfare check, the one you claim that you guys don't get when y'all ass be in those lines too. Okay, you just sitting up there eating your motherfucking chips and shit and drinking the damn Budweiser with your MAGA hat on, watching the screen, getting mad, acting like a fucking stupid ass moron. That's what you're doing, and having your kids involved in it. You are a clown, Jessica. You are the clown of the damn century, you weird ass lady. That's what you are, Jessica. And don't you ever bring your stinking ass over here again. If I think somebody is you, bitch, you are going to get blocked. All right? And that's on everything. They do all sorts of crimes, not just white crime, collar crime. They do blue collar. They do all types of crimes. You guys just don't be knowing about it. Hell, I had a whole white person steal my damn shit, okay, out the dryer. Come on now. Stop that. Everybody, a lot of people, all race of people are capable of stealing, okay? In all race, not all of the people in the race, but all race of people are capable of doing it, okay? They are capable of unaliving, stealing, RAPE, all types of crimes. No one is immune to those things. That bitch is crazy as hell. She's a moron. I know that. Yeah, you're gonna see what yeah, I bet you that kid won't do it. Okay, I bet you. They always hide behind shit. I'm telling you that straight up, or hide behind other people. That's why I stay strapped. Okay. Hold on. I'm talking about people because somebody carry a knife. They a criminal. That's stupid. Her fat ass better start carrying one, having her son or daughter go around calling people the N-word. She better carry something. because that's not a good look. Gonna do it to the wrong black person. Y'all gonna be reading about Jessica and her child, and that's on everything. Don't do that, bitch. Don't do that. Okay. Right. That's crazy. Right. That's what I was just saying. You're gonna come talking about some statistical information when you know good and damn well that shit is geared toward making black people look like we do all the crimes. And honestly, the people who are getting unalived and hurt, they don't give a damn about what color somebody is or what age they are. They're trying to figure out why you are victimizing them. And some of them are trying to, get revenge or would take revenge if they could. They love to bring up the statistics or rappers or what this other black person did. Like their people don't do shit. Okay, that's stupid. You want to cry because this dude gets a reduced bond. Act like he's not going to trial. Act like the defense attorneys and the prosecutors are not going to present any information to prove what they think is true. That's what she acts like, and a bunch of other ones. That's crazy as hell. It really, truly is. Now let's go and look at these other videos because this bitch is crazy as hell. I mean, I still cannot believe she put her child up here. Okay, I really can't. Now you see what some of these MAGA weirdos do. Not all. That's why I said some, because I got some friends who are Trump supporters, namely one in this chat right now. He's a Republican, but he's not a Trump supporter, but damn. Okay, but yeah, I have Republican friends, and I'm not neither one. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent. I'm gonna think independently about a lot of things. Okay, right? She gotta sit her ass. I cannot believe that she put her child, and then the child say, "I'm in the 5th grade. Don't talk about my mama," but then tell me I'm using slang. When her fat ass sitting over there using slang and saying all types of stupid shit, talking about bye Felicia. Bitch, stop saying bye Felicia and talk like you got some sense, okay? Bye to your stupid ass. Who asked you to come over here? I try to be, nice and let your stupid ass stay here. Come on now. I know. I'm making jokes, Jermaine. I know. You are a damn Republican though, okay? So it is what it is. Have fun, Rossi. Thank you for tuning in. So let me show y'all these videos because this lady is crazy for putting her kid up here. I cannot believe it. That should make my ratings go up though. And love to say nobody is watching the channel, but they be over here watching. That's crazy. A little small YouTuber, you're sticking asses over here watching. Some do. Where I live at is a affluent area. I'm not gonna lie, but they be listening to rap, y'all. They be listening to rap, wearing 2 earrings in their ears. Even older people. I'm not joking. They do the same thing black people do. Okay? Hispanics, blacks, whites, they all do the same thing. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. You got some that use correct grammar, some that speak slang. Okay? You got some that's probably been incarcerated because, I had a white dude tell me he went to jail, prison for murder. Him and his friend. They both did. I didn't even know it. Okay? I had another white dude told me he used to be a bank robber and he went to prison. He first went to prison over there in Mexico, I think, and they expedited him here, to USA. So I have met a lot of white people who told me they did crimes. It's like some black people, the same thing. So the thing is, for me, since I live around white people, I know they do stuff just like black people do. I know it's some good white people and some bad white people. Some racist white people, some are not. Just like it's some good black people, some bad black people. Some racist black people, some are not. So it is what it is. I mean, all races of people are capable of doing crimes. They are capable of being racist. They are capable of doing a lot of things. Okay, point blank. And that's why I don't see why they making this a race thing. But if you want to make it and you come over here doing it, I'm going to be about it. All right, and that's on everything. You get mad because I'm saying stuff. Why would I support somebody who was the aggressor? Why? Even just say this, even if Karmelo Anthony got convicted of murder, I'm still going to support him because I still, unless they show me some information or some evidence that actually shows that he used excessive force and they didn't do anything to him, then I may change certain things. Okay, period. But if they don't show that, I'm still going to support this dude. Okay, because I honestly think that he used self-defense. Now, was it excessive? That's something that they have to make a decision on based on the evidence that they see. Okay, point blank. Yeah. Unaliving black people for no apparent reason, making them slaves, then using the excuse black people had black people as slaves. So damn what? They didn't have white people as slaves. That don't mean you go over there and you start doing the same thing by tricking them. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, this type of stuff, these charts and everything, a lot of times are geared to make black people think that they do way more crimes than other races of people. When in reality, white, black, Latino people commit a lot of crimes. Let's keep it real. So I don't know why they always use those numbers all the time when they just need to look at reality. Every news article I pull up on my phone, especially until recently with, the Karmelo stuff coming up, is majority white. And I did have black people too, but majority, it was a lot of white people doing great, all types of stuff, sex trafficking and things like that. It just wasn't Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I talk about Diddy a lot, but it's not just him who have charges like that. So, I mean, they need to stop with that. It ain't just black people in jail. It's not just black people doing stuff. It's white people too. Damn. Right. 5%, that's crazy. Because they do a lot of murdering and they do a lot of robberies. Okay, I'm trying to think what happened. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Because I had a Latino person steal from me. Oh, now the latest stealing victims, stealing people who stole from me was just last week, I think, right, Jermaine? Or the week before. They actually stole from my son and my daughter. Okay, now they were Latino. Okay, so, y'all need to cut that shit out. You ain't gonna never see Shay in trouble for no stealing. Here, yeah, self-defense. That's about it. Effing somebody up with self-defense, that's it. Okay, but not no stealing. Not no murder, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Please. Then this lady said, criminal. Girl, I'm a long way from being a criminal. I know you are stupid as hell. Criminal. If I was, you wouldn't be talking. Damn. Now let's go ahead and look at this other video. This bitch is crazy. Put her daughter up on a damn thing. I can't believe that. I have seen it all on YouTube now. That is crazy. I cannot believe this. Let me get this little story right here. Hold on, y'all. That is crazy, man. I can't believe she got her child up here, you guys. That's the first time I've ever seen this. All the years I've been on YouTube, I have never seen that before in my life. I can't believe this. She got a little 5th grade. Well, how old are you in the 5th grade? Let me think. All these damn kids I got, I do not know. Let me see. Let me see. About 9 or 10. That little kid need her ass whooped. Well, his ass whooped. You're too young. And then saying the N-word that young. So that shows you what this racist bitch is teaching her kids because she's racist. Yeah, my damn husband probably work at the fucking local McDonald's or Burger King or Ralph's grocery store at some damn warehouse or some damn place like that. And she talking shit. Y'all, my husband makes 6 figures. She better go sit her fat ass down. That's what she better do. Okay? She better go sit her fat ass down. Then talking about, I could not believe some of the things she was saying. Talking about criminals. Bitch, my daughter is a fucking doctor. Because she has a doctoral degree. What are you talking about, bitch? Huh? My son has a master's and he's a damn detective and a Marine vet, you dumbass bitch. Okay? My other daughter will have your ass put in jail, stupid ass, talking that shit. All right? Criminals. Bitch, you would be a criminal more than I would ever be a criminal. And that's on everything. Gosh. That is crazy. You're going to put your whole, and I know you in the bushes, bitch. You're going to put your whole daughter or son on this, in the chat on the panel? What type of parent are you? And then we wonder why these kids be doing all this stuff. You are a disgrace. Damn. While you sit up here online, get your ass on that exercise machine and lose some damn weight, lady. Instead of wasting your time up here talking and arguing. You can be on this panel and talk sensible and say why you support Austin Metcalf. You can do that. You had to get your little damn badass unruly kids up on a panel and calling people ends like somebody give a shit. I'm more disappointed in you doing that, stupid ass. Damn, who does that? If any of my kids get anything, it's the damn grown ones, honey, not the underage ones. Don't do that shit again, dumbass, fat ass clown of a joke ass lady. That's crazy. Clearly, I must have. That is crazy, man. I cannot believe that shit. I messed up on my whole life. Bringing her child up on the damn panel, you guys. That is crazy. Let me go ahead and play this next thing. This girl, this lady, man. Woo, thank God she was behind this computer screen. Okay? You know, my kids have stepped in an argument or two that I've had out in public, but they were grown. Okay? They were grown. They weren't underage. Gosh. And even then, I tell them don't step in no argument for me. You know? But they will do that. But I didn't bring my kids underage up on nobody's panel or in no one's face. Girl, you are a poor excuse of a mother. You are a piece of shit, lady. And that's on everything. And don't you ever bring your stupid ass back over here. I mean that on everything. We don't do that over here. We don't put kids on a damn panel, lady. We don't do that. That's dumb, girl. That's real damn dumb. Damn, she could have screamed. She could have called names. But don't put your kids up on a panel. Don't do that. To argue with anyone, and certainly not with no grown-ass woman. And thought I was going to actually argue back at the child. That's why I come on, I'm talking to your grown-ass mom. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Man. Jermaine, ain't that's some bullshit, isn't it? Putting her child up there, I cannot believe that. I'm never gonna forget this. On fuckery Friday, y'all know I got to revisit that. Okay, I'm gonna have to replay that on my fuckery Friday video because I cannot believe she put her child up there. She must be damn slow. She must be autistic or something. Because damn, I mean something. Take that back. She just must be slow, okay? Because damn, what the hell is wrong with her? She thought it was okay to do it. That's crazy, man. Let me get this video. Karmelo. I mean, they get mad because we defend Karmelo Anthony. I'm not up on some black person's panel getting mad at him because he's defending Austin or white people. That's crazy. Now, out of all this arguing I've been doing today with people in this other chat, now I did hear somebody, we didn't, nobody called nobody the racist terms like that, but why did people call me a stupid F-U-C-K clown? Okay, that was yesterday. But you know, if I don't check messages within a certain amount of time, I don't fucking check them because I'm busy. So when I did check it, I saw it, and they must have removed his comment. Well, anyway, it still comes up on my phone. So I got his name and wrote him a comment back. gosh, man. They get so mad, man. They get so mad. This is so crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Oh my God. Yeah. The long criminal history. No, I see that early 6 feet. Is it 6 feet? Is that how far they do it? I see that in the future for her child. But that child gonna get up there and call the wrong black person. And it could be even a grown-up. And they are going to do a what's the name on that child. You cannot do that. Don't let your kids do that. I wish my children would go up there and call some white person the H word or the C word, or get up on my panel and start talking and arguing with any grown-up. I wish they would. That bitch lacks any type of parenting skills. Okay, and she does not have any. Goodness. So we just talked about Jeff going to Karmelo Anthony's press conference. You guys disagreed with me when I said that I think they should have let him stay there and talk and ask his questions unless he started getting crazy. Okay, but I still stand by that. Okay, I think they should have. Okay, because I want to hear what he needs to ask the Anthonys, and I want to see what their response were going to be. All right. So that's why I thought maybe that's why I say that. Now, that was a trip, y'all. Man, I'm still laughing about that. Okay, let's see what I do with these other videos. So let me see if I got the video of him, the family. Let's look at the family talk. She probably sitting up here now. She probably throwing all types of shit to her at her screen. And she get ready to really throw it now, because I'm getting ready to play an actual video of them making their their speech or whatever the case is. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on, you guys. Let me go over here to this other screen. I'm still talking. That was crazy as hell. I actually need to do a short on that and put it up on my YouTube thing, because why the fuck would you get your child to argue with a content creator about a topic? It's not even that damn serious, you stupid fat clown of a lady. Damn. Oh my God, let me take this up. How did I get this up here? It's supposed to be over here. Yeah, I cannot type. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Let me do this. So they tell me, let me go back to, let me take this shit off here. Hold on. Okay, let me confirm. To select two objects that are the same shape. I don't know, shit. These two look like the same shapes, right? Or could it be these are the same? I don't know which one it is. Let's go with, I don't know. Because it definitely is not this. No, I'm scared to pick that. Let's pick these, the same shape. This is actually like these are the same, but this is smaller. But they are the same, but they're just, one is turned upside down and look like a 9, the other one's a 6. But these two right here are actually the same. Let's go with these and see what it says. Okay, there you go. All right, I don't know when they started that shit right there. Now, her dumb ass would have picked the other one, and then she would have been looking stupid. She wouldn't have sat here and did a rationalization or anything. She just would have chose the other two and got her stupid ass not being able to access this. That's stupid. Okay. Or her kids would have done the same thing, because I'm sure she's not teaching them anything but to cuss out grown-ups and to be a racist. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let's see if they got anything up on here first. Is this it right here? Oh yeah, this is it. They got it up here. Hey. Okay, wait.
Family has not withdrawn.
We can't hear shit.
And just until recently, just yesterday, they were officially notified by Give, Send, Go that they could start the withdrawal process. But if anybody know about this process, they know that takes about 2 to 3 days to withdraw from that and actually hit any account. But this blatant propaganda wasn't just about...
Can y'all hear this?
It wasn't just about the fund. It was to discourage the public from giving to the fund. That's what this was about. Because just like TMZ was able to call, give, send, go, everybody in the media, in these news outlets that I've never heard before, could have did the same thing. When I first called Give, Send, Go, they gave me every information that I needed. Okay? So that's what I'm going to say on regards to that. Let me make this very clear. This family never authorized a single fund on the GoFundMe platform. All of the funds that were raised on the GoFundMe were all fraud.
That was a fact. See how that shit felt? That's a fact. Spirits is talking. Could be right, could be wrong. You make the judgment.
All of the funds that was raised on that platform.
Let's stop this for 1 second. So you just heard him say that the news media could have basically, the news media could have basically checked this out, in which they chose not to. Because you know why? Because some of them want to make people think the way they are thinking. They want to also spread, encourage racism, because why else would you just put stuff out there and don't fact check? All right. I mean, we all sat there, and listened to what people were saying online without actually checking it, myself included. But I didn't say that they used all the money. I said they probably just used like 10 or 20,000, put it down payment. No, we need to fact check. Okay. They've been bought that house. Okay. Before all of this happened, they've been bought that car before all of this happened. There are, I don't know if it's Facebook, but just say social media posts where the wife is posing with the car when she got it. Okay. That was way before any of this happened. They purchased the home before this happened. So they did not use any of that money. That's crazy. Hey, Young Riz, what's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, let's go ahead and finish listening to you. Jermaine, you said you can't hear that. I can try another one. Y'all want me to see if I can find another one? I can put another one up there. Hold on. Man, so I was trying to click on the wrong thing. I can use another one. Y'all want to see another one? A different one? Just say yes or no. You said everyone liked the live. YouTube promotes the live more. I know. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Everybody liked this live, so YouTube can promote it more. That's what Tissues for MAGA is saying. Let me see if I can find a louder one. Okay. Because Jermaine is let me see if this person got it louder. Let's see.
First.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Misinformation about the
fund.
listen. From the very beginning, there was an intentional disinformation surrounding the fund created in the support of the Anthony family. The Karmelo Anthony Fund, hosted by Give, Send, Go. Let's be clear. The family has not received one dime. First,
okay, let me
misinformation
about over here for now.
Overnight, we learned they will hold a news conference.
What else they got?
So the Anthony family had a press conference today that was organized and led by Dominique Alexander, who is the CEO or co-founder of Next Gen, the advocacy organization that has been working closely with the Anthony family. Mostly he was doing all of the talking, but the mother and father did come down to the podium where the mother made a very heartfelt speech about everything that her family has had to endure since this tragic day underneath that tent in Frisco, Texas. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that.
Let's see if it's louder.
I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas, searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us. to make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack.
Say
whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us.
Right.
To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in the legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
So the Anthony family had a press conference
today. That's
that
a damn shame, you guys. And this is Jeff Metcalf being escorted out.
Of Jeff Metcalf being escorted out of the co-working space for the Next Gen Action Network's offices by Dallas Police. You see that there. Jeff Metcalf, the gentleman who was wearing the sunglasses and the blue shirt, who's being escorted out, is the father of Austin Metcalf, who was the teenager who was stabbed and killed in traffic to the school. He is being asked to be escorted out of a press conference that is being held, where the parents of the child who is accused of killing Metcalf's child are expected to speak. If you take a look at your screen now.
Let me read a couple of these comments over here. Somebody said, this poor man. They said, do you feel bad for the woman he actually assaulted? Who? Read up on Dominique Alexander. All right, thank you for the name. Let's go ahead and read up on her. Okay, so it was a woman he actually assaulted, allegedly. Let's read up on it. All right, let's see. Dominique. I think somebody was trying to tell me that. I just didn't understand what they were talking about. Because, you know, my ass being on the Twilight Zone at times. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can pull her up. Is this? Oh, this is not him right here. I don't know what. Let's see. Let's see what they're talking about here. Let's make sure they're talking about a person that GAF. What is a GAF? What does that stand for? That's not him right there. So I don't know what they're talking about right here. Let's see. No. Let me see. No, this is a different person, right? It's not the same person. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Is this the same person they're talking about or what? I don't know. This is a whole different state and everything. I don't know. No, this couldn't be. This was in 2025. We're talking about something older. Maybe this person's name is that too. Okay, let's see. Yes, a lot of people around his home. That's a different one. Because his happened. What year was that? 2011? Let's see. This is not it right here. It's a lot of people with that name. We're gonna have to just look at his police thing, honestly, because you can't really find. She said, read up on Dominique Alexander, then talk. Okay. What did he do? Let's see. Because these are different people right here. Let me split it up like this. Let's see. See if I can pull it up like this. That's tripped out. I'm trying to look and see, y'all. Yes, they just not coming up with this. It's the same stuff that I just saw already. I can't find nothing on that I cannot find the right person. So I'm going to have to actually look up a police record. Okay. But anyway, I did screenshot that, I think. So we need to look that up more in detail, Jermaine. Keep on saying I got enough space. Yes, I do. Okay. We got to look that up in more detail because I don't have enough time to be sitting here and doing it right here. Let's see. That's crazy. So that's the person's name. Let's see. Somebody said the Metcalf family held their own interviews without the Karmelo family. So why can't he show the same respect? Somebody said that man has class. Somebody said, yeah, he has class for a man that was convicted of rape. And then somebody else said, what class? The kind that assaults women. Real class. They say he got DUI charges, also a rape case, but he has real class because he's your skin color. But Karmelo is a thug. That speaks volumes about your character, and they call us racist. Okay, let's see. Somebody said it was classless for him to show up. They said, why are they treating him like this? Okay, let's see. Why does he need to be there? Always the faceless hiding behind the keyboard. He's a SA offender. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. So we do got a name, so we're gonna look that up if we can.
To say something as a deep no.
Also, his name is Dominique Alexander here. Let's stop this right here. So what was this person talk about up here? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what these people are talking about up here. That was on the other screen. I'm going to have to go back up there. She said, I actually screenshotted it. Let me see. She said, no, I didn't even get that. Damn, I didn't even record it. That's right, because I got to clean up my phone. What did she just say about Dominique? I already know what IDGAF spells. It didn't say the whole thing up on my screen. So I guess I don't know what they were talking about. So let's see what they're saying right here. Well, I think we already watched this. So this is Dominique Alexander right here. Okay. Let me go back to that other video. Let me see what these people, damn it. Which one was I on? Y'all forgot which one I think it was this one, right?
So the Anthony family had a press conference.
Because I was reading over here. No, it was the one where he went into the court and got escorted out, right? Okay, yeah, this is it right here. Let me see what they said. They said, read about Dominique Alexander. Okay, so they talk about the dude here, Dominique. Okay, but that's not the same one. It's a lot of Dominique Alexander. So what are they saying? That's stupid. Okay. Okay, that's all I was trying to figure out, y'all. What was they talking about? Okay, let's go on up.
My 13-year-old daughter is a.
I already saw that.
We got breaking news. Karmelo Anthony's parents are set to have a live.
I already got that. I just want to. Did the dad talk?
You can tell he was.
And this is the rhetoric that we got spreading around.
Wait a minute. Let me see something.
You can tell he was nervous.
That's at the bond hearing.
Up on the.
Okay. I was seeing that the dad speak out.
My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bed because she's fearful of what happened to her. And let me be clear.
Okay. So let's stop this right here and just hold it right there and come back over here. So what we need to do, like I said before, and Jermaine, if you get a chance to, I want you to look up. I Hacked Your Computer was hidden by Jermaine Thompson. You should have let I Hacked Your Computer stay there. Okay, let me see what that deleted message said. Let me see. Who? You should just unblock I Hacked Your Computer real quick. Unblock them. Let them talk. Unblock them. Unblock them, Jermaine. I Hacked Your Computer was hidden by Jermaine Thomas. Go ahead and Thompson. I don't like even calling you Thomas. Okay. So you said Dominique Alexander is the leader of who? What the hell is NGAN? What is that? And let me see if that's the same dude, because y'all be saying stuff. Let me look him up. And what does that mean? Yeah, you can leave him here. Let me see. When they put comments in these comment sections, they need to say exactly who they're talking about in reference to what, because it comes when people are talking about something else, then you don't know what they're talking about. So I don't see that Dominique on my phone. I just really don't. I see one that is a member of Counterfire, a book review editor. He is long-standing activist in North London. Let's see who else I see here. I see a minister. Oh, this is him right here. Okay, minister. Okay, Dominique Alexander. What about him? What about him? Huh? Oh my God, I do not want to open up Facebook. I do not want to open that up. Let me see what they say. He's a human rights activist, political, civil, and human rights activist, a minister of justice. So what is NGAN? What is that? What does that stand for? Yeah, he got it on his page right now, his Facebook page. So what's wrong with him? Yeah, I know already. I already know this, Jermaine, okay? At first, I did not know his name, okay? Goodness. You said, oh, what did you say? Oh, okay, I see. But I'm asking you, what does NGAN stand for? NGA security team escorted Karmelo Anthony from the Collin County Jail to the vehicle. This wasn't a higher detail. This was family. So he's the director of security smart glasses, capturing the moment our NGAN security team. He's part of the security team. It stands for, hold on, the Next Generation Action Network. And they have always had their own internal security team, a dedicated group of trained people who step up to protect and serve families in moments of crisis. Okay, so, I mean, what does that mean? I mean, why did this person put that up there? Who cares? Okay. I mean, why did they put that there? I thought, they was talking about what's name's dad, because somebody said he was convicted of sexual assault. He was charged with sexual assault from what I read. I don't know if he was actually convicted of it for sure, because he only stayed incarcerated for 1 day and then he was let out. I did not open up the whole criminal record because I was reading off of the screen. So that's why, Jermaine, if you get a chance, just look at the whole entire thing so we can know if he actually got convicted of that and if he actually was incarcerated. That's what we need to find out. So now we know what that is, the Next Generation Action Network, which is a security team. Okay, and that's the guy, he's part of that. He's there to protect them. You say he got locked up for probation violations to stop Dominique from protesting. They say he left the state without authorization, technical violation of probation. Okay, I mean, that's not some big thing. I mean, you know, if you are on probation or whatever, but it's not like, you know, he unalived somebody or, you know, stole something or he was doing some type of criminal activity like that. All right. So they looking up this little stuff, but they won't mention in talk about Jeffrey Metcalf's sexual assault. They won't talk about that in detail. That's crazy. So let's see what some of these people are saying in this comment section. Because I'm just being nosy. So some people say he's exploiting the family, trying his hardest to be the next Al Sharpton. And then they say you were gang and then disappear when this boy is convicted of murder. You are a horrible person. So that's what they call it, exploitation. Okay. And then somebody said, did he literally stab a kid in the right heart? Thou shalt not unalive, right? Right, minister? He's a minister of justice. He's not a minister in the church. So there's a lot of little stuff in here like that. Yeah. Is he a preacher too? Because he said minister of justice, not a minister in the church. So we got a threat here. If Austin was my son, I would be happy this Iller was out. He wouldn't make it to prison. Justice for Austin, prayers to Austin family. It wasn't self-defense. Austin didn't have a weapon. Listen, girl, with your dumb ass, Maureen Jameson. The thing is, you don't know if it was self-defense or not because you weren't there. You weren't in that position, like I said before. And you making threats over the internet saying that if it was your son, he wouldn't make it to prison. If they are smart, they would be waiting around for people like you, and you wouldn't make it to see the next minute, second. All right, if you try to come near, okay, point blank. I don't know why y'all think only one type of person can get a weapon. One type of person is actually capable of doing something. One type of person can be caught off guard. What the hell is wrong with you guys? That's crazy. These people ain't gonna do a damn thing. Somebody saying you would be laying next to Austin. And I know that's right. And I'm gonna thumbs you up because that is definitely right. The hell you guys are getting up here making threats like this, saying if this was your son, when your asses don't do shit, when people do stuff to your kids, but cry. Stop that shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Okay, but get yourself effed up and be laying right next to your child. Stop doing that. Stop making these threats. That's crazy. Y'all shouldn't even be saying all this weird stuff. That's crazy. Then this racist ass clown talking about monkey mobile. That's crazy. I told you, they always stoop to this stupid shit. Let's see what somebody's saying. Then this person, okay, I'm not even going to read this comment because this person is defending. Well, I guess I will since I read that one. He said, Lori B, but the bully is enjoying himself in the afterlife. Okay. Somebody said, I second that. I'd rather be climbing in a monkey mobile than pushing up daisies. See, that's why y'all don't need to say certain things, because then people come back and say stuff, you know, to you guys. That's why you shouldn't do that. That's stupid. And they still coming up with that rumor saying, I know they bought a brand new one, 150,000. Goddamn, they moving on up. Stupid. These, I don't know what to say, you guys. That is crazy as hell. Okay. And yeah, that's their security. Okay. Period. So, and what does that mean? I mean, why did they single him out like that? God, these people are so crazy. And they wonder why certain disasters are allowed to happen. They wonder why. That is crazy, man. Let me log this out of this damn Facebook. This is not even my Facebook get logged into. It's my friend's Facebook page. So anyway, let's see here. That is crazy, you guys. I'm just reading some of these damn comments. It's off the chain crazy. And this other person is still replying to me. I told his stupid ass before that I wasn't going to reply back to him because I only gave him a couple minutes. And once those minutes is over, that's it. I mean, you might as well not even reply back because I won't respond anymore. Why would I be sitting here going back and forth with weirdos online over the same topic? The thing about it, everybody needs to wait to see when that trial starts, what evidence they have, you know, what things they have to show, and then go from there. Okay, because all of us can do is assume what happened besides the things that we know for sure. All right, point blank. It's not fair. It's not right, you know, to accuse somebody and you don't know exactly what transpired. You people keep on calling this kid a murderer. You know, when you are the same type of people who supported murderers in the past. You are the same type of people who support murderers in the past. Now you want to be all butt hurt when something like this happens to one of your people. And then you want to claim that this dude premeditated, so he planned it, and then he just randomly stabbed this guy in the heart and unalived him. Y'all need to cut that shit out for real, for real. You said, but the jurist guy that answered questions the day Karmelo was released is the actual lawyer. Right. We know Howard, right? Howard. That security, that dude who is security, what's his name? Dominique. That's exactly what he is. Okay, period. But he's always talking, so that's probably why they thought he was a lawyer. Howard is the one that's the lawyer. Okay. I don't remember what that lawyer name was or anything, but they were white. I know that. Okay. So you said, right, there's no way the police would protect this family given the racial tensions in that community right now. Right. So they're going to hire their own, security team, which I really don't blame them. So yeah, they need that service. Okay. So the only thing that I have to say, I wish the mom, wouldn't have cried, but that's the way she, expresses herself, and I can't say anything much more on that, but I do wish she probably would have held back those tears, because a lot of people who are racist, they play upon that, period. All right. It's just a shame, y'all. It really, truly is. Okay. It's really just a shame. Just like with the Diddy case, how everybody's attacking. And we do have we think we have some evidence that we've seen that could be possibly true. We don't know for sure because, again, we have to wait till Diddy's case come about, but it's similar because everybody's like, jumping on Diddy and saying that he's a rapist and everything else based on, the actual evidence that they see of him, physically assaulting Cassie. And you really shouldn't do that. And I know I have been covering him and giving you guys news and stuff, but I tell you just that. It's news. I don't know for sure. Some people I do believe them. Some people I don't. It is what it is. But I'm not going to say 100% I know Diddy is guilty because I don't know. And I do think some things are out there because of his skin color. I just really do. Because I showed y'all examples when I covered the Crombie dude, the ex-CEO, when I covered Russell Brand, the country singer, and so many other people. You don't see them in the news like you do with Diddy. You don't see them incarcerated or anything else. It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? When people do crimes, it doesn't matter what color they are or anything. They all should be held accountable, basically almost the same way, depending on their crimes. Now, how do you guys think it was fair for them to ever make Karmelo Anthony's bond $1 million when that's the same amount that they made for the white kid, the white teen who unalived his two parents and then planned to unalive Elon Musk and President Trump? How is that right? Like I said before, and I'll say it again, Karmelo was never a risk to the community. Okay, he wasn't a flight risk or anything. He comes from a law-abiding family where the dad works, all right, to take care of his family. His mom is a stay-at-home mom. Karmelo had two, like what's the name said up here. Hold on. Let me go to it. Karmelo grade point average is like I told y'all the other day, 3 point something is 3.7 grade point average. He had two jobs, one at HEB and the other one at Foot Locker, and I showed you guys that. He played and was the coach of his football team in the track team, and he did not have a criminal record. Plus, he saved a kid's life a couple years ago. So, I mean, where do you guys get this thug from because of the situation that happened a couple of weeks ago? Where do you guys get that at? So would it be fair for me to say because Austin, his brother, are in pictures holding rifles that they are capable of using them on people? Is it fair for me to say that? Why is his dad teaching them how to hunt, at 16, 17 years old? So they probably know how to hunt people the same way. Is that fair to say that? Or I know for sure that Austin definitely was bullying, and he definitely beat Karmelo up, him and his brother and his friends. Would it be fair to say that? Because we don't know this for sure. All I can do is say, I think he might have. That's what the witness say. Okay. And when I saw the picture of them holding the two rifles, I said, this is a hunting picture, and y'all should be ashamed of yourselves saying that this boy is a bully because him and his brother took pictures with their hunting gear on because they were proud of it. That's what I said. So you got to be fair. But I know some of you guys are not going to be fair because this is how you guys are. Damn, these people are so annoying. Okay, I got to do that later on. Damn. But yeah, so it's not fair. And everybody, for real, needs to be more fair. You just can't be saying somebody is guilty of something and you don't know the facts. You can say I believe, but you shouldn't be so gun-ho about it. You shouldn't be like for sure that Karmelo is guilty because you don't know that, or that Austin is innocent because you don't know that. I don't think no one is innocent, period. I just don't. And I do believe that Austin was the aggressor. And the reason why I say I don't think no one is innocent is because this whole entire thing could have been de-escalated if everybody would have just ignored and went to tell the proper authorities. Like, for example, when I say everybody ignore, what I'm saying is this right here. When that boy came over there or walked over there or sat over there by him talking about, are you from the school? And I don't know what the kid said, and then he proceeded on to go on. Then, honestly, I know Karmelo probably didn't want to get up or anything like that, but maybe he should have went over there and told the coach. Okay. Just like the other boy should have went over there and told the coach, or some of the other kids could have went and told the coach. It should have never went to that level if we all want to talk like adults. Okay. It should have never gotten to that level. Nobody should have put their hands on the other person. Nobody should have tried to push somebody out the tent. Nobody should have punched him if they did or threatened. Nobody should have grabbed anything because it should have never happened. Do y'all understand that? It should have never happened. But since it did happen, it's not fair to call this other kid a murderer and a thug because, good and damn well he's not a thug. And, good and damn well it was self-defense, at least from what, we see so far. Because everybody is saying that this boy was the aggressor, and we don't know what Karmelo was thinking. But if you want to look at everything the way kids should be, then both people, all these people, should have just went and told the coach, which we know that wasn't going to happen. That's why I said from the beginning, Austin should have never approached this kid. If he wanted to say something verbally, he should have left it at that and left that kid alone when the kid told him to basically leave him alone or touch me, you're going to find out, and all this other stuff. You leave people alone when they say these type of things because they don't want you messing with them. They think you should be messing with them in the first place, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. Okay, so you said wrong, Shay. Karmelo is innocent. I didn't say he was guilty. I just said as far if we are looking at everything like, in the term of being 100% correct to avoid any type of altercations whatsoever, I think all of them should have went to tell the coach. That's what I said. All of them. But I know they're not going to do that because they are kids. And yes, he was minding his business. And he was defending himself. That's why I said Austin, since kids will be kids, I think Austin should have just not asked them anything else once he said it the first time. I don't even think he should have said it the first time, but kids will be kids, so they're going to do stuff. So, but after Karmelo told him, if you touch me or whatever, Austin should have went to tell the coach. That's all I'm saying, period. But if you want to be 100% right, all of them could have went over there because, when the dude start messing with him, just get up and go over there to the coach and be like, Coach, can I stay up underneath the tent? That's all I'm saying. But see, nobody has said that. And we know that Anthony really don't have to do that. But all I'm saying that for is, to stop everything from happening from both sides. Okay, study, staying there and then other things pop off. Because just think like this. Just think if all of them would have went over there to the coach. None of this would be happening. Or if one or the other went to the coaches. That's all I'm saying. Because like if you're in a department store, right? Let's use another example. So let's see here. So again, we can use the concert thing as an example. Okay, like some concerts, they do have assigned seating, right? Let's actually use the movie theater. Some movie theaters do have assigned seating, right? And some don't. So say that you are holding a space. Let me see, what can I use in that example? Let's see. Let's just say you are holding a space for your girlfriend or your friends to sit there, but they're not there yet. And then somebody come there and just sit there and you tell them to move, right? And that person gets all crazy. Now, if you are going to act like a responsible teenager or grown up, you shouldn't be sitting here arguing with that person who's sitting in that seat that they do not belong in. What you should do is just go get the attendant to have that person move. Because in this day and time, even talking to people sometimes, they will take out weapons. Now, certainly if you go over there and you say, well, you're going to get up out this seat because this is my girlfriend's seat. And that person said, no, I'm not going to get up, make me get up. And then you say, well, I'm going to make you get up. I'm going to push your ass out the seat. And you start to, physically assault this person. Now, say this person has a weapon and take it out and use it on you. You see what I'm saying? So all of this stuff can be avoided if one of the people realize that this is not worth it and walk away and go tell the proper authorities. That doesn't mean you can't sit there or you can't be in the tent. You're just going to check it with the person that's really in charge so they can authorize you sitting in that seat, regardless of what the other person is talking about. Okay, point blank. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I know that those kids were not going to do that. And that's why I go back to the original thing that I said. Once that dude told Austin to back off, that's exactly what he should have done. Okay, and then once he backs off, then the other person will be quiet. You see what I'm saying? We can't, listen, sometimes you do need to make a noise, but then in some cases you just don't. Austin did not own the tent. His school's property. Austin was not grown. He was not the coach. He was not authority. So therefore, he should have went to talk to someone that was about that versus handling it himself. He got the big head, I believe, wanted to show whatever he was trying to show, and he did what he did, and that's exactly why that dude took out that weapon. Okay, you cannot go around putting your hands on people and threatening people. People say, well, why he get a knife? He already had it, okay, for whatever purpose, okay, but it wasn't premeditated, because if it was premeditated, he would have started something himself with them. He didn't do that. They started with him. And then we heard the mom said, they or we. So, and then the other witness said the other twin and some other kids or something, I can't remember what he said, was there, and they also jumped him. So we're going to see if all of that is true. I just think, like I said, it escalated when it shouldn't have. I still want to know where were the coaches. They did not see this happening. How far is the bleachers from where the coaches were? I can't imagine that none of the coaches saw what was going on. Well, two of them did see, so why didn't they come over there and intervene? And we know that he is the victim, but I'm just saying to de-escalate everything. That's all I'm saying. Why get into a situation if you don't have to be? Okay? Right. I saw that myself. I can't get how suspicious that was in my mind. Mom doesn't like Daddy Metcalf at all. They're lying about living together. They're not still married. They're divorced or something, right? Wow. Okay. Well, definitely. I mean, that is true, but still, the thing is, I think the whole situation could have been avoided. I really do. People need to teach their kids to leave people alone. When they tell people, when someone tells your child, or even when they tell you to leave them alone, you need to take heed to that warning, because a lot of people don't be playing all that stuff. And listen, just because you hit them, that doesn't mean they're going to hit you back with hands. They may hit you back with a bullet or with a knife. So why do you guys even take that chance? The only time I can see you really doing stuff like that, if you are defending yourself or your family. You see what I'm saying? When you got to keep on talking. But in regards to this, and I wish you guys would stop saying what you're saying, because it should have just never happened. You see what I'm saying? I know y'all don't understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying that somebody should have just left and went to go get the coaches. I didn't even think about that before. I just sat here and thought about it now. Somebody should have went to get the coaches, unless they was restraining each other or something like that. But then the damn other kids who were out there, why didn't none of them go get the other coaches before all of this escalated? That's all I'm saying. We can stop violence if one of the people stop, especially with something like this, before any weapons got drawn or anything. So I'm still asking again, and nobody has asked this, and I cannot believe it. Why didn't anyone go and get the coaches? What the hell is wrong with people these days? Were they instigating the fight, the argument? Because I'm beginning to believe that. Because why wouldn't you go get somebody? Because honestly, if I would have been out there, I would have ran over there and got the coaches. I would have been up there, ooh. But we know how kids are. That's what they do. But somebody, you had grown-ups sitting out there too. If this dude was really out there, the other witness, well, why didn't he go over there and get the coaches? Because two of the coaches saw that, right? They witnessed it. So why didn't they go over there when they first started? When they saw Austin standing up, pushing on that boy, why didn't they come over there and intervene? That's true, Jermaine, but okay. But still, Jermaine, you have to talk about, how, you got to talk about you got to take many different scenarios to this, okay? You just can't go with the straight up violence all the time. You got to go with different scenarios, okay, period. Because we're not trying to get people incarcerated, when a racist group of people decide, oh yeah, it was intentionally, when in fact the boy knows that it wasn't done intentionally. We're not trying to get people incarcerated. We're trying to show people a different way if it's possible. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know what Karmelo, what was going on in his mind, what he thought, just like I don't know what was going on in Austin's mind. I can imagine what was going on in both of their minds. And I'm still going to say kids be kids. I still know, I really do know and believe that they were, saying some things and some threats were made. Okay. I really do believe that. And I also believe that punches were thrown, because there's no way Anthony would have said, punch me and find out, if somebody did not make a threat saying, I'm going to punch you or beat your ass or whatever the case is. I refuse to believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Austin just stood there telling him, I'm going to push you out, and he didn't make any other threats. And then Anthony just blurted out, punch me and find out. I don't believe that. I just don't. And when it was happened, when he was first telling the kid to leave, that's when I believe that somebody should have went to get the coaches. Okay. I know how boys are, if they didn't want to leave because they, trying to stand up for themselves, and then the other one wanted to make the other one leave because he didn't want them there. Okay. So somebody else should have went to tell the coaches. If that dude was out there for real, he could have went over there and got the coaches. I don't know why everybody sat there watching them. I just don't. Why? That's crazy. What is wrong with these people in this world today? where they don't go and get proper people when stuff like this, before stuff like this escalates. Now, what do we have right now? We got one kid facing the possibility of being incarcerated for a long time, and people are out here harassing and threatening his family, the judge, him, all that. Then we got another kid that won't be alive anymore. All of this could have been avoided. That's all I'm saying. Period. You said what racist people don't get. The true fight should be classism, not racism. They use racism to cause infighting. So we never focus on classism. And I agree. You know, I mean, like I said, I really don't understand why some people even think they're better than other people because of their skin. Like, I did a whole live on this a while ago, and I said in my live that how can you not like somebody and you hate somebody based on their skin color like you are all special? If your butt cannot stop from getting sick, if you cannot stop from passing on, if you cannot stop from hurting, if you cannot stop from aging, if you look good as hell, got a perfect body, perfect kids, perfect life, perfect house, perfect neighborhood, just everything you do is right. If everything is right, how in the hell can you think you are better than somebody else if you experience the same things that they experience? You're no better until the only way you can be better is if all of those things that I just said applies to you. And then you may have a reason to be racist because then you don't want nobody else, because you will be better than other people. But if you don't have these things, you're no better than anyone else. Okay, you're just not. You bleed just like we do. You got rich people, you got poor people, you got middle income people, just like we do. You got dumb people, you got smart people, you got mediocre people, just like we do. You got people who are criminals, people who are not, just like we do. You got people who work, who don't work, just like we do. You got people who believe in God, who don't believe in God, just like we do. You got bad kids, good kids, just like we do. You got people who cheat the system and some who don't, just like we do. So why do you think you are better than Black people and other minorities when you experience the same things? You know better. And why is racism a big matter in the Karmelo, Anthony, and Diddy's cases? But yet, when other people do similar crimes against Black people or Latino people, you guys don't do all of this shit. You don't. You be all for letting these people go. They're innocent. And when you know they were never innocent, okay? You know that George Zimmerman is not innocent. Kyle Rittenhouse is not innocent. And a lot of other people who did crimes to Black people are not innocent. Look how that boy knocked on that door thinking the house was the house that his twin siblings were over. And the dude shoots through the damn door because the dude is Black. The little kid is Black. And then you got the nerve to talk about what's happening here. Let me say this. The little boy who was knocking on the door like this, his siblings was there, he didn't do a damn thing to warrant getting hit with bullets from that old ass white man. He didn't do anything but knock on the door. So don't tell me shit about this situation with Karmelo Anthony in Austin when you guys can condone that type of shit when a white person does it to a Black person. And that's on everything. Just like with Sandra Bland. They knew this lady wasn't wrapped too tight when they got there. Okay. And why they did not approach her like that, I don't know. So don't tell me shit about injustices when Black people and other minorities have been experiencing injustices for a long damn time, all the way back pre-slavery. Now you got the nerve to use this case right here when we got white people hanging Black kids and trying to pretend like the young adult hung his damn self. And we know that wasn't true with Javion. You got a whole lot of nerve to be talking about this case right here, acting like this boy is 100% innocent. And he isn't. He was the damn aggressor. You said, I am not advocating violence, but I am advocating is me defending our Black women and our Black children. I feel you, Jermaine. You know, we talked about this earlier. You know, you and I don't see eye to eye on many different things, honey. So, you know, you have your right to your opinion, just like everybody else does in the chat, in the bushes or wherever. Okay. And so I'm still not going to, you know, I'm still going to agree with what I said, point blank. Okay. You said MLK was assassinated over civil rights. The March on Washington was about fear rages. It wasn't about fear rages, right? It was about them once again not getting their way, and they wanted to riot. Okay, just like if this boy is found, and y'all, let me say this again. When I say boy, I'm not being racist or what's the name. This is the way I talk. All right, point blank. So when this boy, if this boy gets off, just be looking out for that and be prepared. That's all I can say. I know it's a dream. I know, Jermaine. I know it's a dream, man. I mean, trust me, I really do. I wish they would have. All I'm doing is wishing they would. I mean, anything is possible. You know, you never know if somebody listens to my live, they hear me say that, and they get in the same situation. They may remember what I'm saying. They may actually do that. Somebody may walk away and go tell the proper authority. You know, I mean, everybody, listen, sometimes people do walk away, okay? I have done it many times because that girl in that parking lot truly almost made me F her up that day. So, yeah, I have done it many, many times. Sometimes you have to walk away, Jermaine, damn. You know, before the hits and stuff start happening. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about once the hits start, because once the hits start, it's over. I'm saying before. All right, before. And if people would have preached that about both of them, and then I probably wouldn't be saying, I still would be saying stuff, but not like I'm saying it. Okay, but no one basically said that except one or two other people, including myself. Of course it is. Shit, you think I don't know that? I almost had to F up a couple of them here. What you mean? Yeah, I told y'all about one of them in the hotel when I first got here, and then the one at the mall almost got herself messed up by my daughter. So yeah, it's a bunch of Jessicas out there. But as long as those Jessicas don't be coming up toward me in a way where I have to defend myself, I'm cool. Jessica can say whatever she wants to. That don't mean I have to stand there and you know, listen to that bull crap. You see what I'm saying? Just don't put your hands on me, Jessicas, okay? Because then you may be joining somebody, okay? And that's on everything, because it's not going to be me unless you do it from a distance, all right? And that's on everything. So all I'm saying is that we can stop some of this violence if we just start to do certain things. That's all I'm saying. And teach our kids, too. Teach your kids to stop messing with other children. If somebody is in an area where they should not be, if you ask them and then they object to it or they don't want you bothering them, you need to leave them alone. And if they are hurting you that bad, then go tell the proper authorities. But see, everybody is afraid to look like they are weak or they are P-boy or F-boy or whatever the case is. So they want to be acting all brand new. And then they want to do how they want to do. And sometimes when you do all of that, you end up in a place where you don't want to be, point blank. One thing I know is people are not going to let you push on them and shove them and threaten them, and then you just do it, and they're not gonna, you know, respond back and defend themselves. Y'all know y'all would do it, okay? Most people will. Some people won't, you know, but for the most part, you hit somebody, you threaten someone, you get up in their personal space, it's on. That's why I say you de-escalate it before it get to that, okay? Before it gets to that, before the person walks over to you, you get up and leave and go ahead and go tell the coaches and see what they say. Because once the coach say you can be back over there, you can come back over there and sit back underneath the tip. And it doesn't mean that Austin is correct, because he was not correct. But let me tell you something. If he would have got up immediately and went over there to the coaches, now if they would have followed him, then it's on. But if he would have went over there and went to the coaches immediately and the coaches say, yeah, you can stay underneath that tent, they would have been pissed for real. And guess what, though? Anthony would not be in trouble. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Of course I do. Of course. And honestly, if people want to start acting stupid, I think Black people should do that. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I mean, because, you know, a lot of these racists like to get in groups and do coward acts when they with 1,000 people, and then they like to do it with people when they be alone. That's why when you do be alone, you need to always stay prepared. And I definitely believe in that. All right, and tell me what you want to, but I believe in staying prepared all the time. The one time that I wasn't prepared, then you had this weirdo trying to kidnap somebody, but he don't know he was gonna get his effed up because shades too don't keep them damn nails long like a knife for nothing. All right, shit, because I know how to use them if I don't have anything with me. So he don't know. He didn't know that day I was gonna fight him back. So of course I think it's gonna be, people forming their own cliques and things like that just to stay safe if it's necessary. Hopefully people will look at this as a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? But they probably won't. I'm just saying. Hopefully they will. And teach their kids not to mess with people, not to bully people, not to put their hands on people. And if something is going on that they don't agree with or like, go tell the proper authorities. The only time you can teach your children to hit back is if somebody put their hands on them. But you certainly shouldn't be teaching your kids to touch other people. Okay, they don't need to touch other people. If this dude would have kept his hands to himself, never stood up, it would have never happened as well. Okay. Just like if either one of them would have walked away and went to get the coach, it wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm saying. And I don't know why nobody has said that. That's crazy. We live in a world like this now where people just look at violence for real. The only time I can advocate violence, like I said before, is if it's in self-defense. No matter what I say, I'm going to F you up or whatever this case is. The majority of the time, if I say this, because I'm mad. But in reality, I'm not going to jail for you. Okay, so therefore it will be self-defense. So if I do go to jail, it'll just be for 1 or 2 days or maybe a week. But after that, then I'm out. Okay, point blank. You are not worth me going to jail for. All right. Okay, that's stupid. Shit, y'all crazy as hell. You are not worth that. And that's on everything. If you guys think it's fun in jail, you crazy as hell. Okay, please. You are not worth me going to jail over. Period. Or getting my life taken. If anything. You're not worth it, point blank. Okay. And like I told y'all, I have had to defend myself about 4 or 5 times. And of course, every time I came out ahead. But still, the point is this right here. Who wants to be in that position if they don't have to? It's not fun when you have to defend yourself. Okay. When you have to basically unalive somebody or almost unalive them. All right. Because you try not to do it, but people will push you to the limit. That's why I say keep your hands to yourself. And y'all shouldn't even react just to words unless somebody's threatening you or getting up in your personal space and they touching you and things like that, or your children. That is totally different. But in this situation with Karmelo and Austin, when they were in the tent, and at first I think the other boys was in the other tent, they should have never came to the other tent. They could have said what they had to say from a far distance. And then somebody should have ran and told the coach. And since they are the ones who had the problems, they should have ran and asked the coach first in the first place and got the coaches, and then once, since nobody did that. So when they started and after Karmelo said what he said, then, I feel like he could have got up to it and went to ask the coach, can he be there? Point blank. And then again, if either one of these people would have did this stuff might not would have happened. Point blank. And certainly if this dude, Austin, would have just kept his mouth shut from the get-go, or if he did ask one question, let that go, and then go to the coach, that would have been it. Okay. But when you guys sit up here and think that you're supposed to do this and that, this is exactly why we are where we are right now. Okay. Point blank. This is why we are in this position right now. And that's on everything. And until you guys see that, you're going to see many more stories like this happening over and over and over again. Period. Now, let me see what they're saying right here. Hold on. Now, what is this about? Y'all know good and damn well y'all not forgetting if I need to do that. Hold on, y'all, for 1 second. Let me look at something. Let's see. They got a shooting. This is the story I just read anyway. Yeah, about the Florida State University that left one person unalive. That's what I'm talking about. This violence would never stop because you got people just do not raise their kids right. So he wounded 5 other people at Florida State University on Thursday. And then, of course, that man was shot and taken into the custody. Let's see. At Florida State University. Okay. That dude who did the shooting, he left the student union building and then he fired 4 or 5 shots outside. He was trying to shoot the maintenance man too. He shot through the golf carts. Man, that is crazy. That's what I'm talking about. These kids, young adults, because again, not all of them, but a lot of them in their household, their parents just did not raise them correctly. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you get mad. You don't like the way things going. A girl turned you down. A boy turned you down. Teachers gave you Fs. People teased you. They talked about you. And then you go back to the school or college and you start shooting up people. Who does this? All right? Who does this? You know, when I was in school, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. That's why I said, because you carry a knife, it doesn't mean you are a criminal, okay? If that was a criminal, thug or whatever, he would have unalived every single child out there in that tent. Okay, let's keep it real, including the twin brother, okay? Sometimes people carry weapons with them because people mess with them or because they be scared. So they carry stuff with them just in case. It doesn't mean they are a thug or a criminal or anything like that. When I used to go to school, junior high school, I believe, I went to an all-white junior high school, and they were racist, you know, where I'm at, where I'm from, okay? And they were screaming out the window, N-I-G-G-E-R, go home, all right? So the next time I came back to school, I put a little small pocket knife in my backpack because I was like, if anybody walk up on me and put their hands on me, I'm not going to be the one who hurt, okay? So, and I was not a bad kid. I was very quiet, shy, kept to myself, had maybe one friend. That's it. But I was not going to let any of those racist ass people do anything to me when I used to catch the bus over there by myself or be outside by myself. Okay, so it's many different reasons why people carry weapons with them. And it doesn't necessarily mean that that person is a thug or a criminal in the making or a criminal. Okay, people don't want people to mess with them. All right. And even when I was little, racist white people will wait until you are alone and they would try to mess with you. And I wasn't going for that. Period. I've seen too many horror stories of that. So, you know, I thought of that myself. Take something to defend yourself because the police won't be around. Your friends ain't gonna be around. Even if they do be around, a lot of them won't help. So help yourself. And that's on everything. Right, that's what I'm saying. And that's crazy, you know, but again, if the coaches were called, I'm going to say that again, all this stuff would happen. The coaches could have said, yeah, he can stay over there in the tent, so leave him a damn alone, or else you're going to be leaving the tent, or whatever they could have said. They could have said that, okay? Because that's what I would have said. And he could have definitely said that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said parents have to teach their kids how to de-escalate situations. He could have just said, hey, man, when it stops raining, could you move? And then if Anthony would have said no, then say, okay, then you go over there and you proceed to tell the coach. Not take matters into your hands, and then you get yourself on the line. See, people out here saying all the shit they're saying now, even the stuff that we're saying. This don't mean a damn thing. Let's keep it real. Because in the court of law, they're not listening to what I say, what you say, what these racist ass people say, or anything else. They're looking at facts and proof, what they see in that video or those videos, what the witnesses are saying. That is what they are looking at, nothing more. They don't give a damn about what we are discussing because we weren't there. We don't have any proof. Let's keep it real. We are just going off of what we think, what we seen, and what opinions we have on that matter. Okay, so for people to be sitting around here making it out of a racial thing, it's plainly crazy. Like I said, the only time you're going to really hear me say something racial is when people get on this line or somewhere else and they make it out to be racist. Point blank. Otherwise, I say the whole entire thing could have been avoided. Number one, if Austin would have never approached him. And even if he would have approached him, after the dude act like he did not, or say he did not want to be bothered, Austin should have left him alone and ran to tell the coach. Or if Anthony would have got up and went over there to the coach and asked him, could he sit over there? Point blank. But it was point Iranian, but still. Because didn't they get wet anyway? Didn't they get wet anyway? And he definitely chose that on everything. And I'm talking about Austin right now. Of course he was, Tissue. Of course he was. He definitely was bullying him. And I think I did say that so many times that it seems like, because I can't say 100%, so I say it seems like he probably was bullying him. Okay? And we won't know that for sure until we see that video. Right, but the thing about it, I don't think Anthony had the weapon in his bag because of them. I think he had it in there anyway. Okay, he had to grab the weapon because, probably because, they were proceeding to jump him. Okay, and let me go play that dude who said what happened. And I don't know if this dude is telling the truth. Like I said before, I don't know for sure, but it sounds like he is. I don't know. But I'm going to play him again before we get ready to get out of here. And then about it's already almost 2 o'clock. Been on here almost 3 hours. So when it gets to 3 hours, we're going to get out of here. Okay, hold on. Let me put that up. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Okay, let's look for that witness again. That witness talking. Let's see if we can pull him back up. Let's see. This chick right here is lying. Okay.
Rain, they got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody's rain, they got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and whatever. They went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro. It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to.
So now we got some more clarification, okay? Because I actually kind of believe this dude. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. So it was a community track meet on a field that Frisco Independent School District owns. Okay, so now we got that right. Okay, and you heard him say that they jumped him. All right. So let me tell y'all something. If what he's saying is true and it shows on video, I don't give a damn what you racist people are talking about. It's straight up self-defense. Okay. You talking about, well, he should have just fallen back. Not if 2 or 3 people are trying to jump him, even if it's one and the person is super way bigger than him. Anthony, I believe, weighs around 130, 140. Austin weighs 200, maybe 200 plus, and his brother does too. You see these big ass 6 feet boys coming up against you, oh boy, and you are only 130, 140 pounds, and you are 6 feet yourself. I don't know if he is 6 feet, but I thought that's what it said. Okay, you know, getting damn well, he's going to be fearing for his life, and he's going to get whatever he got. That's why I said, if everybody would have de-escalated this situation from happening, we wouldn't even be having a discussion right now. That's why I say that. But I definitely believe, I pretty much believe this dude. I don't know about 100% yet, but I do believe what he's saying somewhat, because it just sounds like, you know, he's telling the truth. It does not sound like he's lying. It just doesn't sound like he's a little high right there too, though. But it does. And see, when you're high, you're going to really tell the truth, because you're not, you know, your thinking is not the same as when you are not high. I believe him somewhat. I really, truly do. I believe that they did exactly what he said. He said they weren't even in the same tent. Should I play that again? He said, let me play it again for y'all so I can get this right. Shit.
Get back to their cars. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars. Or
let's stop this right here. He said it was pouring down raining. That's what he said. Wait.
Get in, you know, places where they, you know, wouldn't get all extra wet.
So Anthony did not want to get wet either. Okay, he did not want to get wet. So he's sitting under the tent. And just say, even if he was sitting under the tent before it started raining or start raining harder, well, you know, like when it looks like it's going to rain, like it looks like it's going to rain here now. If I was out at a park and didn't have a car or anything, and I feel some drizzles and there's a tent there, I'm going to sit underneath the tent. Okay, I'm going to sit there.
Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it, because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag, and what they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro.
Let's start back right here.
They intentionally went over there to this kid, man.
So listen to this.
Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me?
See, that's
one thing went.
Hold on. That's what I was talking about. They said that Anthony was minding his business. He was sitting on his phone, minding his business. He was trying to get dry. This dude claims he witnessed all that. He said these two boys, him and his twin brother, walked over there and start messing with this guy. They never put this back on. Hold on, y'all. Damn.
From another, they grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag, and what they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro. It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, you know, places where they, you know, wouldn't get all extra wet. Dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and what they went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, that dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro. It was raining. It got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody
that's Jermaine out. All right, let me go back over here. Okay. So there you go. We heard this again. And like I said, I don't know if this man is 100% legit. But I'm going to believe that he is, as of right now, at least 80% of it. I'll believe maybe 90% until, it comes out to say that he actually witnesses it. But if he did witness it like he's claiming, then we know for sure that this will be on the videos. Okay, period. And then we know for sure that it's 100% self-defense. Now, the excessive part of it, I don't know, but we do know this is self-defense. Okay, if what he's saying is true right here. Now, if Austin went up there all politely, didn't touch this kid, didn't really push him at all that hard, then that may be something else. Okay, I don't know because I wasn't there. But once we see actual evidence, maybe some leaked videos or something, I can't even believe that no one has videos on their phones that they can possibly leak to TikTok. I just cannot believe that because usually people do leak stuff like that. In this case, nobody leaked anything, and I can't believe nobody used their phones. I just can't. I know some kids was recording this. I know they were. And why nobody has leaked anything, again, it makes me think racial stuff again. Because why don't we see anything? Because let me tell y'all something about kids. Usually when the fight is happening, people will be on their phones recording live on TikTok live or YouTube live or Facebook live or IG live or all the other services they got. Why can't we see anything regarding that like you normally do? People caught planes falling out the sky. So why haven't you seen anything about this fight? And we know kids usually post stuff, so that makes it very suspicious to me. And I just know it's going to show that he was definitely doing self-defense. And I know some of you racist clowns don't want to hear that or admit that it was self-defense, but we don't have to tell you, and we don't have to make you hear it, because when they go to trial, you better hope that there is no information in those videos like that. Videos, they can tell if videos have been tampered with. And I'm pretty sure his defense team is really, really good. Okay? So y'all cut out all these stupid ass rumors when you don't have facts to back it up. This is not a thug. Austin is, as I know of, he's not a thug either. Certainly Anthony is not a thug. Anthony was not the aggressor. Austin appears to be the aggressor, according to many witnesses. And the people that were with him were instigators. That's what I believe. All right. And I honestly feel like Anthony feared for his life. And that is the reason why he went in his bag. And I don't believe he took a knife with him for that day. I think he probably already had one, or he put it in his bag for something else. Maybe somebody else was messing with him, or maybe because he was walking, or whatever the case is. I don't know. We need to wait to see what he says once he goes to trial, because I'm pretty sure the prosecutors are going to ask him, why did he have a knife? And I'm pretty sure his defense attorneys already asked them about that. Okay. And probably his parents did too. So we just need to Right. Yes, the other kids probably instigated. The reason why I say this, Tissues, is because I used to teach school, right? And I have kids. And as good as my kids were, just like these right here are, hell, they will instigate when they are around their friends. When there is a fight, they all run up. Nobody really goes and tell the teachers, okay? Because everybody wants to see somebody get beat up. But you know what? They usually take out their cell phones and they record it. All right. So that's why I'm very shocked to see that no one leaked any video footage. And that makes me think they're trying to cover up something that they don't want the public to know. And that may be showing that Austin did more than what they said. And then plus his brother, Hunter, has changed the story so many times. When you know something happens or happened, you don't keep on changing up the stories. You may change up small details, but you're not going to change up the main details. And if you do change up something, just like when I changed my mind and said, oh, no, they both could have de-escalated before it actually got to that part. And I changed my mind with that because I started thinking more, non-violence. You see what I'm saying? Let's put the violence away. So I'm saying deter everything before all of that popped off. All right. So for me, I know kids usually don't do that. Some will, but for the most part, a lot of kids don't. They will sit right there and instigate. Get him, Austin. Get him, Hunter. That's what they do. And from my understanding, Anthony only had one friend there, I believe. One friend. So that's nothing too. They keep on asking, why was he there? He might not even came there to sit under the tent from the rain. He might have came there to see his friend. And then it was raining. He probably was already sitting under the tent before it started pouring out raining. But say if he wasn't at first, then when it started raining some or harder, he probably came underneath the tent. Y'all don't want to get y'all cell phones wet. You don't want to get yourself wet. So and that's common sense. You're going to sit underneath the tent. So again, I think the whole thing could have been de-escalated. But once it was escalated, I feel like somebody should have left and went to get the coach. Definitely Austin, since he had a big problem and his friends with this kid being there, point blank. And I think it's very unfair for people to be going around sending his family racist threats and doing the most and doing the same thing to the judge because they're not getting their way. They act like it won't be no trial. That's what they act like. Okay. That's stupid. He's free now. Okay. But he still has to go to trial. And they're going to look at the evidence and examine the evidence. And if it was true self-defense, then that evidence will prove that. And if it wasn't, then that evidence will support that. Okay, point blank. It's just as easy as that. Period. You guys are about to risk your life in your freedom, acting stupid. Dumbasses, that's stupid. You're about to risk your life because you're going to mess with the wrong person and they're going to be all up in your ass. You're about to join other people. So, why put yourself in that situation? That's silly. Okay, it's silly. And then you wonder why these kids be doing all this stuff when they see grown-ups. Just like that stupid ass lady who was here earlier, and she got her fifth grader into this damn discussion, and then up on the panel calling somebody the N-word. Now think if she was in my face saying that shit, not the kid, but the mom, I would have, you know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do that. And then my kids would have jumped in and it would have been all over. Don't do that. That's stupid. I don't know why they do that. They be hiding behind fake screen names and pictures and shit and everything, but talking all that smack. You about that life, show yourself, give your real name and everything else. Do that. Be about that life all the way. All the way. And so as far as that case you just said, Jermaine, I don't know if you were still here or if you were working. I just already talked about that. The Florida State University student who opened fire, shot, I forgot how many rounds out of a building. He shot at a golf cart. He ended up getting shot by the police and he is taken into custody. I just told you guys about that. Okay, but thank you anyway. But I did see that shows, Jermaine, you were not listening. On what? Yeah, I will tonight. We'll talk about that tonight. Right, they were definitely instigating. Okay, instigating. I'm pretty sure they was. They was definitely probably instigating that entire situation, and that's on everything. We know how kids are. I have a bunch of them, and I know. And I also used to teach, like I said before, and they definitely will instigate. You got grown-ups that instigate. It's a bunch of them right here on YouTube, be instigating shit, they act like little kids, be instigating, doing violence to people. Okay, and not just the black ones, the white ones, Latino ones too, men and women. Okay, let's just clarify that. All right, so yeah, it's a lot of instigation going on. Instigating, is going on. You said sorry, buzzard. I was doing. Okay. Y'all, this buzzard stuff. He calls me. I'm not gonna tell you the exact thing he calls me, but he calls me buzzard, which is crazy, but he does. Okay, so it is what it is, guys. And I think I showed y'all all of the videos that I wanted you to see. Let me see. Let me make sure. We're talking about some damn criminals when she knows she be doing crimes herself. Shit, so damn stupid. It's a crime to overeat. Not to be and let your ass go. That's a damn crime. It's a crime to let your child be up online calling a grown up an N-word and using that racial slur anyway. That's a damn crime. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm so damn crazy. It's ridiculous. Let's see. Let me make sure I showed you. I think I did. Let's make sure. So they do have another passenger plane that made an emergency landing after getting sucked into engine. Wait a minute, no. A passenger plane made an emergency landing after a rabbit, poor rabbit, gets sucked into engine, causing fireball. United Airlines. How did a rabbit get sucked into the engine? Damn, they say every moment there was a backfire coming from the engine, a giant fireball behind it. And then they say everybody in the plane then started to panic. It was a Boeing 737. It did land safely back at Denver Airport around 8:05 p.m. local time. So they did request for the plane to be inspected for the engine fire. They were told that a rabbit had been sucked into the engine. They said rabbit through the number 2. That will do it, the pilot said. They had 153 people on that plane and 6 crew members. All right, but they did continue on to their destination, Canada, on another flight. Damn, this is the picture of it. Let me see. Well, this is just a fireball. It's just a fireball of flame showing from the airplane, okay? Underneath by the engine area. Poor rabbit got burned and cooked. Goodness. Damn. How did he get? Why would a rabbit? Why would there be a rabbit on the little air thing? That is crazy. Why do these people keep putting up this president into everything? So where did the rabbit come from? Somebody said, I don't see how a small rabbit got into a plane engine. Didn't they just say that the rabbit got sucked into it? They say he got sucked into the engine. Goodness. And they do be in weird places, man. Those little rabbits. They really do. It's like they come out as soon as they see the car coming. I'm trying to tell this damn dumb ass rabbit to go back. And the damn rabbit, I shouldn't have blown my horn, because when I blew my horn is when he actually, it was 2 rabbits. Okay, the first time I blew my horn, the crazy ass rabbit ran. He was at the damn curve, and I'm trying to tell him to go. I blew my horn. He comes and runs right back into the tires. And I'm trying to swerve around him. He just goes right underneath my tires. I ended up hitting him, and he ran and probably died. That's sad. And then I hit something not too long ago. I can't remember. It was a damn possum. I don't like those creatures. Okay, but I was not trying to hit that possum. And I'm trying to, I didn't even blow because I know they'll run back to the car, right? And so I'm like, move, possum, move. Damn, move. So I'm trying to go around the possum This stupid ass animal runs right into the damn tires, man. And I tried not to hit the damn possum, and I went right over him, man. I saw him when he passed on. Now, Hunter, I really did see him take his last breath. It was a sad sight. Jermaine, was you on the phone that day? That was a sad damn sight to see that damn possum take his last breath. I felt like I was a murderer, for real, because I actually saw him when he passed on. Damn, I tried my best to go around that possum, you guys. I really did. And he just ran straight back into, I didn't blow. I went around him. I had to check to make sure no cars was coming. I went around him. And this crazy ass animal just ran right back out there. It's like, damn, move out the way, man. Gosh, move. I don't know why they do that. So the rabbit being on the runway or whatever you call that. I don't know if they call it a runway, but I mean, I don't know. But anyway, the rabbit being there is weird, but anything is possible with those creatures. I'm telling you straight up, they be in places you could never expect. One got in my air conditioner thing at the other house. That's crazy. Yes, I was there the night you murdered the animal. Right? Yeah. Y'all been murdering. That ain't even a word, but I'm just, animals by mistake. I'm not gonna tell y'all what else happened because that's a sad damn situation. I'm not even, and don't you mention it, Jermaine. That is really a sad situation. I was fucking pissed T from that one. Wait a minute, hold on. I got some breaking news for Diddy. All right, maybe I should hold. You know what? I'll hold this for tonight. Okay, to give me something else to talk about. Ooh, it's a big one, you guys, regarding Diddy. All right. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about that tonight, along with that shooting that happened today at Florida State University. I did give you a little snippet of it, but I'll tell you more about it later on tonight. But yeah, these animals are fucking dumb or something. I don't know what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? They be doing weird shit, you guys, man. Much like that dude who ran up on my car. See, he got into some shit that he shouldn't have been getting into. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help the girl, thinking he was trying to kidnap the girl, and instead of him just going away, he comes running his ass up in a very aggressive manner up to my car, up on my hood. Okay, y'all should have seen him. It was like out of a movie. And I was like, oh, hell no. This dude is not about to break my glass and pull me out the damn front window. I didn't even have enough time to get a weapon, guys. So I had to do the next best thing, use my car as a weapon. And that's exactly what I did. All right, and I bet you he won't ever run up to anybody's car ever again. And I didn't run. I did, kept on going because he had a GUN and started shooting or something. But then I did a U-turn and came back because I had to make sure that girl was okay. Y'all know Shay's tube is brave. I turned back around to check on that girl, but I did not see her. And I didn't see him either. So I figured that he was okay because I just knew I effed him up for real and stuff. But he had got up and stuff and still got the girl. But it turned, because I called the police. Yeah, I called the popo, the people that y'all truly don't like. But I had to call them. And they came out. The police was laughing on the inside, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all straight. You can see him smirking. All right. And he just told me, don't be helping nobody on the streets because sometimes they be trying to set you up. And what if people had a GUN? And I played it off and was like, oh, yeah, you're right. But I was saying to myself, yeah, he could have had one. He would have been unalive too, because I would have did what the other second voice said to me, run his ass over again. You ain't going to be shooting in my car. You got me effed up and stuff. And you better hope I don't get mine. All right. So that's what I was saying. But I didn't say that to the police. I was like, oh, okay. I'll make sure from now on I'm not helping anybody. And it turned out that this boy and this girl were boyfriend and girlfriend. And what he was doing, he was physically fighting her. That's why she was walking down the street crying, because somebody else tried to help too. But he was aggressive with them too. So I didn't know all of this. And the other dude left. You heard what I just said? Sometimes you just need a lead, right? Okay. So the other dude left and just called the police. So next time, that's what I'll do. Okay. So that's the point I'm trying to make. All right. And stuff. But because sometimes, you just need to leave and still call the police. And so that's what I should do. So from now on, when I see stuff going on, I don't try to help people. I did try to help these kids, but that was different at the skating ring. I mean, one did have a GUN, I'm not gonna lie, but his cousin told him not to get it. I said, don't get that GUN. That's what I told him. He listened. They all listened. As much as they was fighting, they all was respectful to me and stuff. I got my fingernail broke off all the way from the base because that little hard-headed ass girl would not listen. And she was white, okay? She would not listen, since y'all like to bring race into it. She would not listen, okay? and she just proceeded to go ahead and beat up her boyfriend. And he got tired of her hitting him. And I told him not to hit her, don't hit her. But damn, she kept on hitting him so many times. Even his cousin told him not to hit her back. But she kept on hitting this dude so many times. And then she was like, yeah, auntie, I'm not scared of him. I'm used to fight him. We fight all the time. I'm going to fuck his ass up. That's what she said. And I said, I feel you, girl. I feel you. But the thing is, we know you're not scared of him, but do you want to be up here fighting a dude? Okay. And then you keep on hitting him. What if he hits you back? And then she proceeded to go ahead and hit him and stuff. And she kept on doing it. And when he's, I can't remember exactly what he did first, because it's like, a lot of stuff was happening at the same time. But I know her phone hit my car. It hit it so hard, it put a dent in my car. Okay. That dent is still there. I have to get it fixed. And then when he pushed her. That's why I know pushes can be unaliving. He pushed this girl so damn hard, you guys. When she fell against my thumb. And y'all know my nails are long, right? And it was longer then. My damn nail broke all the way down to the base, basically. Okay. And I said, y'all have made me break my damn nail. Okay. Now I should pop both of y'all. That's what I told her. I was joking though. And I told you, girl, to keep your hands to yourself. She kept on telling me, sorry, auntie, and everything. But I'm like, girl, I told you to listen. Damn. But she didn't call no police and no cry. And she held her own. I'm not gonna lie. That white girl held her own. Okay. And but I told his cousin to get him. So his cousin grabbed him and took him away. I ain't gonna never forget that. That was like back in 2 years ago. I think that was a year or two ago. I think it was 2 years ago in 2023 and stuff. But yeah, that was a damn trip. So that's what I'm saying. I was trying to de-escalate that. I really did, until she came up there and started hitting this shit. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why y'all be doing all this stuff, and then he carries a GUN, but they had it in the car. And his cousin told him, don't get no GUN, because I guess he was gonna go and get it at first. I don't know, because she had called her mom, and I thought the mom, when the mom came out there, I thought the mom was thank you, Jermaine. Okay, thank you for the super chat. I thought the mom, ching 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 ching. Y'all, I'm so damn ghetto. Ching 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 ching. Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all do some Cash App donations to $ Shades Dude. All right, or either you can do a super sticker, super chat. All right, and thank you so much. Okay, so she called the mom, right? There was a trip too. I'm thinking they coming to de-escalate it. They made the damn problem worse. Okay, she called his mom. And his mom made the damn problem worse, you guys. So when they called the mom, I stayed out of that. Okay, so I did know how to get myself out of that situation. But when the mom got mad at him, cussed him out, told him he couldn't come home, she's locking him out. And then I'm trying to help him. Once the mom left, he got mad. He walks off. I go look for the boy. He's sitting on the curb. I told him don't be walking around like that out here, because of course he's black and stuff, and they don't know him. And you know how that goes. And he said he would be cool. So I said, okay, don't forget I warned you. See what I'm saying? When people warn you, listen to those warnings. But fortunately, he was okay, And I had also told them that the police was right down the parking lot. But since I was out there, like I was de-escalating stuff, they never came down there. But I ain't gonna never forget that. So sometimes that was the last time I got involved in the situation. But as far as somebody walking on the street and shit, I'm never helping anyone. Again, I'm just going to call the police. Sometimes we don't need to do anything. Sometimes we just need to go tell the proper authorities. And that's what I'm saying in the same case of my damn phone went out. The same thing I'm talking about in regards to Karmelo and Austin's situation. If somebody would have just done that, maybe, if y'all can hear me, if somebody would have just done that, maybe this would have had a different ending. Okay, my battery went out. I've been on this damn live so long. Y'all have made me go over the time, like always. All right, and I didn't get shit done in this house, but I'm sure my girls are down there doing some work, so that's a good thing. And my son is probably down there doing some work. But I enjoyed doing this live. It was very entertaining, especially with the lady coming up here. Oh, thank you so much, Tissue. I appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next live as well, okay? And like I said, this was a very entertaining live, and I enjoyed doing it. So I don't mind that I went over the time today, but don't expect me to do this all the time, guys, okay? I'm just telling you that straight up, all right? So, y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video. Let me stop sharing this. Don't forget to thumbs up. Oh, wait a minute. I should have showed y'all a happy video before we leave. Okay, Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. All right, so we're gonna put that back up there. Entertainment thing. Y'all like my new logo up there? And y'all don't forget, if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can do a membership for $4.99, a super chat, super sticker, or you can do a Cash App donation at $Shades2. All donations are used to pay for expenses on this channel. And so until the next time, guys, I will see you guys later on. We'll probably do a live later on tonight, okay, on that breaking P. Diddy news in the shooting at Florida State University, and any updates on Karmelo Anthony, if there are any, okay? So you guys have a good day, a good rest of your day. Let me stop sharing that, and I will see you guys later on. Thank you so much to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay, over here in the chat. We had a lot of people over here today. I'm not even going to remember. Let's see if I can go to the beginning. Hold on. Oh, wait, damn, there's a lot of names. I don't even know if I greeted everybody. Let's see. So we had, we still got Jermaine, okay. Tissues, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and being here, showing support. Papa D, thank you so much for coming over here, showing some support and giving your input. Let's see. Tony Vance was up in the place to be. Thank you so much for being here, showing support. 1911 Black Street, thank you so much for being over here, showing support as well. Lily Dunn, thank you so much for being here, showing support. And thank you for checking out this channel the first time, hon. I hope you subscribe. Brown Sweet, thank you for stopping by, girl. Showing support. I appreciate you, girl. Sonia Davis, thank you so much for being here, showing support. I appreciate you. Funky ass Jessica, you ought to be ashamed of your funky fat ass for bringing your daughter over here, getting into this conversation. You look just as slow as that picture, honey. I'm sorry. Don't come here again, stupid ass lady. IJA, thank you so much for being here, showing support. Five Tubbs, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Double Edge Logic, thank you so much for being here, showing support. Oh my gosh. Damn. This is what's their names, right? Who got this, right? I think. You know, what's their name? Austin Metcalf people. Doris, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. These people got this damn heater on. I don't know why. Speed Racer, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. These comments. Oh my gosh. Let me see who else. And you were definitely right about that, Doris. Damn. Brown Sweet was cracking up. She already know how Shades Tube is. I was being nice today, y'all. I should have gave her the cussing out I gave you know who now. You know, I don't know that. No, Young Riz, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. I don't know that. I hacked your computer. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Who is this here? Let's see this picture up close. Can y'all see? What the hell? Oh my God. Well, thank you for telling me who Dominique Alexander is, though, because I'm up here asking everybody in the damn chat and nobody knows. I thought it was the person that he actually assaulted. So thank you. I didn't even see this picture. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because y'all know I'll be on a whole nother level when I'm up here talking. Let's see who else. And Jermaine, thank you again for your cheap ass super chat. No, I'm joking. Thank you. Thank Thanks to everybody that pushes. And everybody who watches the city replay. I'll see y'all later tonight, y'all. Peace out. Oh man, let me take this stuff down. Y'all are crazy as hell. I'm just the dog. You said what? Even Jessica in her mammy. No, the other one is her child. Jessica in the play rack room or whatever the fuck that meant. I thought it meant something else. You know what I'm saying? Jessica playing in the receiving lane. I don't know. Y'all, I'm just all lame as hell. You know, I can really think of some other stuff, but I don't want to say it on my channel. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know nothing. All right. All right. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh, man. We are so crazy. I forgot to put that up there. Let me take your comment down, Jermaine. Thank you so much, Jermaine, for being one of the best mods on my channel. Okay. Let's turn that music back up. Y'all, let's get this out of here. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go. Jessica says she coming over so she can get herself effed up. Y'all gonna be laughing for real. Yeah. Jessica don't know. She's gonna be the 5th person on my list that I had to F up. And it's gonna be self-defense too. Because I don't never touch anybody. Oh my God. Especially if you come to my house, it's on. I got all the right. Yes, I do. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later on tonight if you want to come back, okay? Make sure y'all do, okay? Good night, y'all. You said she on the 886,000 time out. Won't be seeing her fat ass for a while. She'll come over here as somebody else. You know, that's what they do. Don't know life. Still on YouTube all damn day. I'm getting ready to go out here and enjoy life. Y'all have a good day. See y'all later. Yeah. Jessica was on here acting pretty stupid. Good night, y'all.